Paalam na lang sir yung share screen ko po.
Sir Jore, host na po kayo. Pwede na po kayo mag-share screen.
Technology is reshaping our lives. It dramatically changed the way we live, the way we learn, the way we work, and the way we communicate. Technology has tremendous potential to connect us with one another. But there are still people who remain unreached, disconnected, and deprived of digital opportunities. In 2017, only 67 million Filipinos are online. 41% of people in urban areas are connected, and only 22% in rural areas have access to ICT services. That is why the Department of Information and Communications Technology aims to narrow down the digital divide in the country through the Technology Empowerment for Education, Employment, Entrepreneurs, and Economic Development, or Tech4Ed project. Tech4Ed aims to establish centers that cater to areas with minimal or no access to ICT, providing them with services and contents on education, skills training, and various government services. These centers have access to the Tech4Ed platform, offering content such as e-EduSkills, delivers e-learning on demand. E-Assist provides modules for skills development. E-Marketplace allows greater market reach for businesses. E-GovServe provides direct government services to rural areas. E-Agri offers contents on agriculture technologies. E-Health gives access to basic health information. Rural Impact Sourcing provides learning materials to acquire knowledge and skills for online jobs. And Gender and Development offers modules for women empowerment. Tech4Ed centers serve as hubs that enable skills training and job opportunities.
This program helped me by finding a job and, of course, gaining more confidence as well. I was able to gain knowledge about the BPOs, on how does the environment work.
As of now, as I was the call center agent, so I see that difference because as of now I'm earning more than I have earned before as a tricycle driver.
Tech4Ed empowers overseas Filipino workers to explore online jobs to support their family.
With the emergence of the Tech for Ed centers here in the Philippines, we were the very first to have the Tech for Ed centers here.
Bali, ang pinakamalaking impact po ng Tech for Ed sa buhay ko,
Ed helps transform the lives of the marginalized sectors.
Siguro iisipin na lang nila parang training na din sa kanila, additional skills po sa kanila, so para paglabas po nila, magagamit din po nila sa pagbabagong buhay po nila.
Para sa akin, ang Tech for Ed ay maiignite ko sa isang salitang pag-asa. Pag-asa para sa aking sarili, pag-asa na makapanibagong buhay, pag-asa na mabigyan ako ng pagkakataong mabago ang pananaw ko sa aking sarili, pag-asa upang makatagpo po ng trabaho, pag-asa na makapagbigay karunungan sa aking mga kapwa PDLs ko dito po.
DICT will uphold its mandates to develop plans and programs that ensure universal access to ICT services, infrastructure, and spearhead initiatives for countryside development. Through the Tech for Ed project that strives to nurture the welfare of the people and to enable, empower, and transform the quality of life of the Filipinos.
What is the Tech for Ed platform? The Tech for Ed platform is a learning management system developed to house various content and learning materials accessible in Tech for Ed centers. How do we access these contents in the platform? Go to www.techfored.gov.ph and create a new account. A confirmation link will be sent to your email. After confirmation, log on to the platform and complete your profile. Once done, you will be redirected to the homepage. No token needed. The platform currently has 8 segments. The e-Agri segment aims to use ICT to enhance and localize farm technologies to increase productivity and reduce costs for farmers and fisher folks. Its contents include e-farming, crops, Pinoy Rice Knowledge Bank, Rice Crop Manager, Rice Data, and Information Portal. The e-Marketplace segment aims to increase the market reach of micro, small, and medium enterprises beyond their immediate community to raise their economic growth and opportunities. Components include Mimaropa Ventures and One Store. The e-Health segment provides access to basic health information and access to available and existing Philippine-based health-related online resources. It includes listing on healthcare organizations, hospitals and healthcare facilities, and other online resources. The Gender and Development segment provides content to promote women empowerment, like the eGov for Women online toolkit and Wi-Fi training modules. The Rural Impact Sourcing segment contains content that aim to promote ICT-enabled jobs with high economic activity like freelancer and social media marketing bootcamp. The e-Edu Skills segment aims to address the education divide by delivering e-learning on demand. Users can access online learning materials from different partners like the Alternative Learning System or ALS, Starbucks, and skills training from TESDA. The e-Assist segment focuses on providing learning and continuous skills development opportunities for digital inclusion for special sectors. This contains learning modules and videos on financial literacy, entrepreneurs, digital literacy, and career development. The eGov Services segment links the user to the National Government Portal, a single window containing all online information and operational infrastructures and public services of the government developed by the DICT. Users have unlimited access to all these content, plus more, as we add new resources from new partners. Visit your nearest TechFred Center for more details.
Limang taong nag-alaga ng bata sa UAE si Marisa. Bumalik siya sa Pilipinas noong 2017. Dahil mag-isa niyang tinataguyod ang 3 anak, pangamba noon ni Marisa na baka hindi sapat ang mahanap niyang trabaho.
Kasi may edad na, tsaka mahirap maghanap ng magandang trabaho kung high school graduate ka lang.
Libreng nakapag-aral si Marisa ng computer skills sa programa ng Department of Information and Communications Technology na Rural Impact Sourcing o ngayon Digital Jobs PH. Sa kasalukuyan ay isa ng online freelancer si Marisa na nagtatrabaho sa loob lamang ng kanyang bahay.
Kung ano yung kinikita ko dati sa abroad, kaya din palang kitain kapag nag-home base ka at minsan higit pa.
Bukas sa lahat ang Digital Jobs PH basta pasado sa requirement na exam. 7 trainings ang maaaring pagpilian sa programa na tumatagal ng 30 araw. Inaalok ang mga ito sa 76 na training locations sa bansa.
Binibigay natin sila ng training ang ating mga kababayan, especially sa rural areas. Paano pagkatapos ng training, dahil wala na nga silang laptops or internet. For sustainability, meron kaming digital hubs. Doon sila pwedeng gumamit.
Ayon sa DICT, tataas pa ang bilang ng 1.5 million na Pinoy online freelancer sa bansa sa pagpasok ng pangatlong telco sa 2020 na inaasahang makakapagpababa ng presyo at makakapagpabilis ng internet speed sa umiiral na kompetisyon.
Technology is reshaping our lives. It dramatically changed the way we live, the way we learn, the way we work, and the way we communicate. Technology has tremendous potential to connect us with one another. But there are still people who remain unreached, disconnected, and deprived of digital opportunities. In 2017, only 67 million Filipinos are online. 41% of people in urban areas are connected, and only 22% in rural areas have access to ICT services. That is why the Department of Information and Communications Technology aims to narrow down the digital divide in the country through the Technology Empowerment for Education, Employment, Entrepreneurs, and Economic Development, or Tech4Ed project. Tech4Ed aims to establish centers that cater to areas with minimal or no access to ICT, providing them with services and contents on education, skills training, and various government services. These centers have access to the Tech4Ed platform, offering content such as e-Edu Skills, delivers e-learning on demand. E-Assist provides modules for skills development. E-Marketplace allows greater market reach for businesses. E-GovServe provides direct government services to rural areas. E-Agri offers contents on agriculture technologies. E-Health gives access to basic health information. Rural Impact Sourcing provides learning materials to acquire knowledge and skills for online jobs. And Gender and Development offers modules for women empowerment. Tech4Ed centers serve as hubs that enable skills training and job opportunities.
This program helped me by finding a job and, of course, gaining more confidence as well. I was able to gain knowledge about the BPOs, on how does the environment work.
As of now, as I will the call center agent, so I see that difference because as of now I'm earning more than I have earned before as a tricycle driver.
Tech4Ed empowers overseas Filipino workers to explore online jobs to support their family.
With the emergence of the Tech4Ed centers here in the Philippines, we were the very first to have the Tech4Ed centers here.
Bali, ang pinakamalaking impact po ng Tech4Ed sa buhay ko ay yung time para sa aking family. Ngayon, ang time ko sa kanila is buong-buo na. Hindi na siya yung typical na 21 days in a year lang na mas marami pa yung oras ko sa abroad na hindi kasama sila.
Tech4Ed helps transform the lives of the marginalized sectors.
Siguro iisipin na lang nila parang training na din sa kanila, additional skills po sa kanila, so para paglabas po nila magagamit din po nila sa pagbabagong buhay po nila.
Para sa akin, ang Tech4Ed ay maiignay ko sa isang salitang pag-asa. Pag-asa para sa aking sarili, pag-asa na makapanibagong buhay, pag-asa na mabigyan ako ng pagkakataong mabago ang pananaw ko sa aking sarili, pag-asa upang makatagpo po ng trabaho, pag-asa na makapagbigay karunungan sa aking mga kapwa PDLs po dito po.
DICT will uphold its mandates to develop plans and programs that ensure universal access to ICT services, infrastructure, and spearhead initiatives for countryside development. Through the Tech4Ed project that strives to nurture the welfare of the people and to enable, empower, and transform the quality of life of the Filipinos.
Good morning, everyone.
Platform. The Tech4Ed platform is a learning management system developed to house various content and learning materials accessible in Tech4Ed centers. How do we access these contents in the platform? Go to www.tech4ed.gov.ph and create a new account. A confirmation link will be sent to your email. After confirmation, log on to the platform and complete your profile. Once done, you will be redirected to the homepage. No token needed. The platform currently has 8 segments. The e-Agri segment aims to use ICT to enhance and localize farm technologies to increase productivity and reduce costs for farmers and fisher folks. Its contents include e-farming, crops, Pinoy Rice Knowledge Bank, Rice Crop Manager, Rice Data, and Information Portal. The e-Marketplace segment aims to increase the market reach of micro, small, and medium enterprises beyond their immediate community to raise their economic growth and opportunities. Components include Mimaropa Ventures and One Store. The e-Health segment provides access to basic health information and access to available and existing Philippine-based health-related online resources. It includes listing on healthcare organizations, hospitals and healthcare facilities, and other online resources. The Gender and Development segment provides content to promote women empowerment, like the eGov for Women online toolkit and Wi-Fi training modules. The Rural Impact Sourcing segment contains content that aim to promote ICT-enabled jobs with high economic activity like freelancer and social media marketing bootcamp. The eEdu Skills segment aims to address the education divide by delivering e-learning on demand. Users can access online learning materials from different partners like the Alternative Learning System or ALS, Starbucks, and skills training from TESDA. The e-Assist segment focuses on providing learning and continuous skills development opportunities for digital inclusion for special sectors. This contains learning modules and videos on financial literacy, entrepreneurs, digital literacy, and career development. The eGov Services segment links the user to the National Government Portal, a single window containing all online information and operational infrastructures and public services of the government developed by the DICT. Users have unlimited access to all these content, plus more, as we add new resources from new partners. Visit your nearest TechFred Center for more details.
Good morning po sa lahat. Naririnig niyo po ako?
Loud and clear.
Ayun. So good morning po sa lahat. Gusto ko lang pong i-greet ang atin pong Provincial Head, si Sir Ravenar. At saka po, syempre, andyan na din po ang atin pong resource speaker for today, si Sir Jorel Mababang Loob. And yan. Gusto ko lang din pong pasalamatan bago po tayo magsimula. Gusto po namin pasalamatan ang Aurora State College of Technology or ASCOT. Kay President 𝗙𝗥𝗘𝗘, College President po ng ASCOT. Ganun din po ang ICT Department ng ASCOT. Yan. Sa support po palagi sa mga programs at webinars po ng DICT. Siyempre po ang ASCOT sa Bali Baler Main Campus Tech4Ed Center. Ang Tech4Ed Center po ay ang kasama po natin sa mga webinars po na ginaganap natin dito po sa DICT Aurora. Ayan. So bago po tayo mag-start, 9:07 na po, no? Bali, wala po sa aming kuryente ngayon. Kaya po ang mag-assist po sa atin ay ang ASCOT. Bali, Sir Jorel, ano na po tayo? Para po makapag-start na po tayo, prayer and followed by the Philippine National Anthem po. Thank you.
Good morning po. Sir, palipat na lang po ng hosting. Hello, Sir Rob. Palipat na lang po para po mapag-share ako ng screen. Thank you, sir.
Nagawa ka na niya, Sir Host? Yun, okay na.
Okay na, ma'am? Start na po.
Wala pa, sir. Yung ano lang po, yung Tech4Ed, ano pa lang yung nakikita po namin. Screen po.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فقال ربكم ادعوني أستجب لكم آمين يا رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين اللهم اجمع شمل المسلمين والكريستيان واللومد في مدينة دباو وسلم دائما مجتمعنا هذا بالسلم والأمن والتقدم في بلدنا هذا آمين يا رب العالمين ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على خير خلقه سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين يا رب العالمين.
In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we come to you today to praise and worship you and give you thanks for all the things you continue to provide for ourselves and our families. Father, we humbly ask for forgiveness for all the times we have offended you, when we forget to acknowledge your presence in the image of our brothers and sisters, and for moments we fail to be good stewards of the blessings you have given us. Continue to guide and protect each one of us, Lord, that we may always walk in the light of your everlasting love and mercy. Grant us, Father, with your comfort in times of distress and with your strength in times of weakness. Bestow upon us your unending grace and healing, that we may in turn become instruments of gentleness and compassion to others. We ask all this in the name of your Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, with the prayer and the intercession of our Blessed Mother. Amen. Spirit.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Bayang magiliw, pero sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y bumay. Lupang hinirang, buyan ka ng magiliw, sa manlulupi, di ka masisingil, sa lahat ang bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mo bangay, ay ilang ang tula at awit sa paglayang nilahay. Ang isang ng watawat mo'y nagumpay na nagiging, ang bituin at araw niya kailan magpahit magiging. Lupa ng araw ng maraming pagsita, kaya langit sa ating ko. Aming ligaya dapat may mamagin, at namatay ng tayo sa'yo.
Yan. So again, good morning po sa lahat. Happy ICT Month. Ngayong June po, pangalawang webinar na po ang ating nakandak. Ito po yung pangalawa. Last webinar po natin is June 3 and ngayon po June 9 yung pangalawa. And marami po ako nakikita na participants na regular na po na uma-attend sa atin pong mga webinars na kinakandak. Maraming salamat po at sana po ay patuloy po kayong mag-follow sa aming page para po sa mga future webinars. Okay? So, hello po sa mga nasa YouTube, nanonood sa YouTube live natin. Hindi ko na po kayo mababasa isa-isa, mababanggit isa-isa, no? So, sana po malinaw nyo pong napapakinggan ang ating pong webinar ngayon, ang ating live webinar. My name is Roma V. Herminihildo, ang inyong webinar moderator and Tech for Ed coordinator po ng DICT Aurora. So hindi na po natin papatagalin pa at magsimula na po tayo. Next slide po, Sir Jorel. Thank you. Yeah, so ang ating pong title is Interactive Slides, Engage your students and deliver powerful learning moments. Pero bago po tayo mag-start po at magpunta sa ating webinar, pinaka-topic po, i-discuss ko lang po sa inyo yung guidelines po and rules po ng ating webinar. Guidelines and reminders po. So, this webinar is recorded for documentation purposes and will be posted on the official page of DICT Aurora, Luzon, Cluster 2. So, turn off your microphone and camera po habang nagkakandak po tayo ng webinar para maiwasan naman po na habang nagsasalita po yung ating pong speaker ay mayroon pong biglang maririnig pong background sound po kasi na-open po natin yung microphone. Always remember po na pag po nag-join po tayo sa webinar, i-mute na po agad natin yung ano natin. Okay? So, do not share your screen or do any annotations. Observe proper decorum and netiquette po. Use the question form. Ayan, nandyan po yung link. Isasend ko din po sa chat box para po pag po may questions kayo during po the presentation po ng ating topic ng resource speaker ay ipunin po natin yung questions. Then after po ng discussion ay mapupunta po tayo sa question and answer. Ayan, next slide po. Thank you. Ayan. Certificates will be provided to those who have attended the full duration of the webinar. Answer the post-evaluation form. So, meron po tayong certificates po. Sure po yun na mabibigyan po lahat po ng attend as long as makapagsagot po ng post-evaluation form. Yung link po, hindi ko po ibibigay. Ipopost po natin siya at the end of the webinar. So, screenshot nyo po yun mamaya at i-type po para po makapag-post evaluation form po kayo. Input valid and active email address when filling out the post evaluation form. Ang cut-off time po is tomorrow at 4 p.m. Madalas po nangyayari, nagkakamali po ng paglalagay ng email address. 2 beses po natin pinalalagay yung email address para po ma-confirm kung tama nga po yung email address nyo. I-double check nyo po. Syempre, importante din po na ilagay nyo po yung tamang buong pangalan nyo po. Pero siguro po wag na lang po pati po yung middle name buo. Kasi po minsan lelet na po yung pangalan nyo sa sa certificates pag po buong apelyido nyo po nakalagay. Halimbawa, ako, Roma Valencia Herminihildo. Paano kung pangalan ko po ay Maria Cristina Valencia Herminihildo na napakahaba na po nang ilalagay natin sa certificates nyo. So ang gawin na lang po natin pangalan, middle, initial, tsaka po apelyido. Thank you po. So, naka-live na po tayo. I-share ko na po kanina yung ating pong YouTube live link po. Ayan. And, again po. So, share ko din po ang mandate and function of the DICT. The Department of Information and Communications Technology shall be the primary policy planning, coordinating, implementing, and administrative entity of the executive branch of the government that will plan, develop, and promote the National ICT Development Agenda or the RA 10844. Yan. Next slide po, sir. Yeah, so for the opening remarks po, tinatawagan, meron po kasi tayong kasabay na ibang webinar, So, para po magbigay po ng message po ang aming Regional Director, si Engineer Reynaldo TC. Magpe-play po tayo ng message po para po sa opening remarks. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. The Department of Information and Communications Technology, Luzon Cluster 2, and to our partner, we wish to welcome all of you in today's webinar on interactive slides, engage your students, and deliver powerful learning modules. But first, let me thank our partner, ASCOT Sabali Baler Main Campus Tech for Ed Center, and our resource person, Mr. Joel Mababang Loob, who takes time out from his busy schedule to just be with us. This webinar or training is very timely and will be useful to everyone, considering that more than a year na tayo nasa pandemic. Based sa mga expert, this could be the new normal, especially sa education. Face-to-face learning will be replaced by blended learning. Blended learning, the combination of face-to-face and being online, like what we're doing right now. Unfortunately, there are a lot of challenges sa online learning. Hindi katulad ng face-to-face, maraming distractions sa online learning. And sometimes, hindi conducive mag-online sa bahay. And most especially, ang shorter span ng mga estudyante at mahilig pa mag-multitasking. That's why we are very lucky to have this interactive slides webinar by Mr. Jorel. This will give samples, ways, and knowledge on how to catch and maintain the attention of our students, especially those who are studying online. Remember the saying, a picture paints 1,000 words, meaning that an image or slide or presentation conveys a story or learning more effective than a verbal description, especially to our youth. Hope you could share new knowledge to our participants in this webinar. Again, good morning everyone.
Yan. So, thank you po sa napakagandang mensahe ng ating Regional Director, Engineer Reynaldo TC. Thank you po. Totoo nga naman po na ito na po talaga yata yung new normal ngayon, ano, dahil po sa ating mangyayari sa paligid ngayon, dahil po sa pandemic, talagang mas marami na nga po talagang online class na nagaganap. So, maganda po talaga itong ituturo sa atin ng ating resource speaker for today. So, pakilala ko na po ang ating resource speaker. Okay. He graduated Bachelor of Science in Information Technology in ASCOT, year 2011, taking up his Master of Science in Information Technology at NUST, ongoing po yan. Distinction, recognition, and certification. He is a DOST-SEI Scholarship graduate, a recipient, honor graduate eligibility, a test the expert on IT software, a certified associate in Scrum Fundamentals, certified Microsoft Innovative Educator, a certified in Google Creative, and recently he passed the DICT Diagnostic Examination for Programming. So, alam niyo po, bibihira po yung nakakapasa po sa examination na to sa ICT Proficiency, pero si Sir Jorel po talaga pong magaling at isa po siya nakapasa dito po sa Aurora. So, again po, pinapakilala ko na po sa inyo ang ating pong magaling na resource speaker for today, si Sir Jorel B. Mababang Loob. Bigyan po natin ng virtual clap si Sir Jorel.
Hello everyone, maraming salamat po sa pagbibigay niyo ng oras para sa webinar na ito. Nakikita po ba yung ano? Ayan, okay po. Okay, so allow me first to greet Engineer Reynaldo TC, the Director of the ICT Luzon Regional Cluster 2, si Engineer Rabenal A. Jesus, the Provincial Head of the ICT Aurora Province, si Ma'am Roma V. Herminhildo, Tech for Ed Coordinator, and our moderator for today, Dr. 𝗙𝗥𝗘𝗘 Jr., our college president, Dr. Evie Q. Fontanos, Forester Michelle A. Rosueño, Dr. Eusebio V. Angara, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Vice President for Planning and Finance, Vice President for Research, Innovation, Extension, and Training Services, respectively. And Dr. Mayrin V. Amasona, our Department Director here at our State College of Technology, Department of Information Technology, Professor Godfrey Bigodoy, our Director in ICTC, and also the Tech for Ed sa Valley Campus Center Manager. Colleagues and co-educators, IT enthusiasts, future educators, students, and lahat na po, and naligaw lang, and so magandang umaga po, naimbag na bigat kita kay amin, and happy ICT month sa ating lahat. Okay, so I hope that you can hear my voice or my audio clear. Can you type po sa inyong chat box 1 if yes, and no, no 0. So can you hear my voice clear po? Please type 1. Thank you. Maraming salamat po sa inyo sa mga nag-response. Okay. So let's not make this webinar too formal. So chill lang po kayo dyan and umupo sa sopa, ayan, tanggalin ang sapatos, ayan, mag-relax, kunin ang baso, ayan, lagyan ng kape, lagyan ng milk tea. Kung may ambagan, simulan niyo na po habang maaga. Ayan. So lahat po tayo dito, kailangan masaya lang para sa webinar na ito. So I hope that I give justice dun sa message ko or sa opening remarks ng director na DICT LC2. So napakaganda po ng kanyang mensahe. Alright, so to start, allow me to share my screen po. Okay, I want you all to open po a new browser. Share ko po muna yung window ko para makita. A new browser po, magbukas po tayo ng new browser or new tab. And then type joinpd.com. Share ko din po yung link dito sa chat box. Okay. So visit join BD. I hope nakikita niyo na po yung join code. Ayan. Okay, so once na na-type niyo po yung join code dun sa joinpd.com, you'll be required to log in a Google or Microsoft account. Okay, so meron na po tayong one student connected. So makikita po natin yan dito sa command. And so we'll wait for others pa na maka-join because the overall slide will be shown here dito po sa app na ito. Okay, as you join, so you can also introduce yourself into the chat and
Okay po, it seems nagkaroon ng konting technical problem po. So wait lang po natin ang ating pong RP.
Yan, inaayos lang daw po yung connection. Sandali lang po. For your information, wala po kasi kami kuryente po ngayon. So, please bear with us po. Inaayos lang po yung connection. Thank you po.
Hello everyone. Ayan, pasensya na po na-disconnect tayo. So, yun po minsan ang problema sa amin kapag nawala ng kuryente or nagkakaroon din ng problema yung internet. Anyway, mukhang stable na po uli yung internet ko. So, yun. I hope naka-join na po kayo. We have 8 students pa lang po na naka-join. So, if you are using a smartphone or mobile device po na may functionality na split screen, and you can do that po para mas maganda. Pwede niyo pong split yung screen yung mobile phone. Kapag naman po nasa laptop kayo or your Mac or computer, so pwede niyo pong split din yung screen. One screen para dun po sa ating Zoom, and then one screen po para dun sa ating joinpd.com. So yung presentation po natin. Okay po ba na nakuha niyo po? Press 1 ulit if yes, press 0 if no. Salamat po. And thank you, Sir Mark. Ayan. Hello, Ma'am Juliet. Merong link po akong sinend sa chat. So click nyo lang po yun, ma'am, and then join po kayo dun sa classroom natin or sa presentation natin. So, once na-click niyo po yung screen, magkakaroon po kayo ng ganitong screen, yung ating landing page, and then i-enter po niyo yung code na NDUVPL. Alright, sana po may mga humabol pa dun sa pag-join. And the whole presentation will be shown here, dito po sa screen na to. Ito po kasi yung app na ipapresent or i-introduce ko sa inyo for our integrated, interactive slides. Ayan. Okay, so we have half of the class. Pwede na siguro to, so let's start. And thank you so much po sa pag-join ninyo. Okay? Can you see now the slide? Dalawa po yan. Kung in-split nyo po yung screen nyo, you can see yung Zoom natin, and then you can see po yung presentation po natin. Okay, later on po kasi you will be asked to interact dun sa mismong presentation. Ayan. Okay, so I am very thrilled to discuss and share to you this remote learning app na ginagamit for interactive or engaging participations of our student, and we can deliver po yung powerful talaga na learning activity or learning moments sa kanila. So, and the best way to learn is to experience itself. So we experience po natin yung interactive slides na ito. And the following slide that I will let you experience, have different interactive questions. And to help you get used to the interface and understand it, and of course, gagawin niyo po yan. So I would like to invite everyone na mag-participate po. And so madali lang naman po siya. It's easy as a clicker. So, ida-drag, isusulat, nagdo-drawing lang po kayo. Okay, so let's jump in. So, before po kayo nag-login kanina, actually, tinanong na kayo, ayan, your emotional, kanina po, you are actually happy, sad, everything. Okay. So, in our Zoom, papakita ko po sa inyo. Okay. As you can see, there are responses na nananagalay. Okay. Some are medyo sad and some are happy. And so, nasa neutral part lang. Oops, may sobrang galit pa. Ayan. So, this example of a slide or interactive slide will help us gauge the mood of the classrooms and notice if there's a student who might need an attention. Kaya, papansin mo, all your students are happy, more than 10 pa yung iba, and meron din namang nasa between 5 and 4. So, medyo, oops, lumipat siya. And nagkaroon na siya na nasa 6. So, pwede na. And so, I hope, ma'am, makamove on ka na. Charot. Ayan. So, thank you po sa inyong pag-participate. Okay. So, another interactive slide is, let's move on for getting to know each other naman po. So, I hope nakasunod pa rin kayo. Please drag the icon in the respective location on the map. We have here Central Luzon and Calabarzon. So if your location is not on the map, drag the icon in the option on the right. So kung nasa Luzon ka, part ka ng Luzon, hindi na makita din sa mapa. Just drag your flag icon dun sa ating Luzon and Visayas, Mindanao. Okay, merong mga, ayan, hello po sa taga Benguet, hello po sa taga Pangasinan. Ayan, from Metro Manila, Rizal, Cavite, Laguna, Bulacan, and ayan, nasa dagat. Nasa Visayas and Mindanao, hello po. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. So I hope you're enjoying yung pagdadrag po ng flag icon natin. Okay, so yan. Thank you po sa inyong pag-participate ulit. Kanina, ayan, let's have lumapit sa akin si your friendly kapitbahay. Ayan, nag-suggest daw kayo ng mga lugar kung saan magandang magtayo ng milk tea shop. Okay. So sabi niya sa akin, Sir Jorel, baka pwede mo naman tulungan. Mag-isip tayo ng name for our milk tea shop. Okay. Ayan. So sabi nung isa, eto, or kaya this one. Alright, so in the interactive slides, please write, ayan, or your response, so na matulungan natin si Maring Marites. Alright, so meron na pong mga dumadating na mga suggestions. Thank you po sa inyo. You can also suggest dito po sa ating Zoom chat, and or sa YouTube chat, pwede rin po. And mamaya po siguro pababasa ni Ma'am Roma yan. And I'll show you, ito po, makikita natin yung mga responses. We have here the best place to put a milk tea shop is in Poblacion area. And thank you po. We have a name, T. Nola. Alright. Maritis. Alright. Thank you po. And T. And thank you po. Doble ang sarap. Yin yang, balance of milk tea and coffee. Alright. Fidelity. Always the faithful tea. More tea. Pagtitipon. Ayan, thank you. 20 and 40, 40 and 40, 50, 150. And so on. So maraming tea. Tea is here. Happy tea. Tabati. Kapatiran. Alright, ang ganda na. Thank you po. Ayan. Okay. So later on po, I will show you naman yung dashboard sa ating demonstration ng ating application na ginamit for this interactive slide. So I hope you enjoyed yung ating mga interactive slide. So marami po tayong interactive slides later on. So huwag niyo po muna i-close yung inyong interactive slide natin dyan. Thank you so much po sa inyong responses. Okay. So, ang ginamit ko po nating app is called DICT or Google Slides. So, imagine if you could engage every student, same nung ginawa natin kanina, in your class every day. So, what if we can see constantly yung mga confused na bata and yun namang mga ready na mag-move on to the next topic sa madali na oras natin during our presentation or instantly makikita na natin, half pala ng estudyante ko hindi pa makakapag-move sa klase. So, I have to repeat siguro yung topic or I have to ask them kung ano ba yung problema. Okay, so with DICT for Google Slide add-on, so ito po isang add-on lang. You can add the magic of formative assessments and interactive questions to your presentation right from Google Slides. So I'm sure that namimiss nyo na din po yung pagtuturo in person or face-to-face class. But in the meantime, due to the COVID-19 challenges that we are facing today, we can build interactive lessons using DICT. It's a great way po na keeping our students engaged and energized, whether they're in the classroom or they're studying in remote or we have a hybrid learning environment. So, do you agree po? Please press 1 kapag agree kayo, press 2 or press 0, sorry, kapag no. Okay. Salamat po. Alright, so our topic will be divided into 4 sections, our discussion today. So, if you heard the word DICT, ang meaning din po nun is slides or presentation. So the whole presentation is DICT sa term po ng peer DICT. Now, this DICT is divided into 4 sections po. So we have 1, peer DICT 101. We have 2, best practices for asynchronous and synchronous instruction and content resources for our educators or teachers that will use peer DICT. And demonstration po from sign in to sign out natin later sa ating peer DICT application. So, and I hope may mga magre-respond po dun sa ating slide. So, yung slide po natin actually is your circle. Ayan, magdodraw po kayo ng circle dun sa slide natin. So, this circle, which one are you interested in the most? And dito po sa ating section. Ayan, mukhang wala na yung klase ko, lumipat na ng window. Wala po tayong nare-receive pang circle. Ayan, pwede po kayong mag-drawing dyan. So, a peer DICT will give you a set of drawing tools. Actually, meron din diyang text tool. You can write dun sa ating presentation. Okay, ayan. So, meron na po tayong mga nakikita dito responses. Ayan. Ayan. So, meron dito si Ma'am. Ayan, so the demo and workshop, okay po, best practices, lahat, yes, thank you po. 2, 3, and 4, okay. We have heart shape on content resources, 1 and 4. Alright, so thank you so much po sa inyong pag-participate, and we have marami. So I hope that lahat po yun is actually matuwa kayo dun sa prepare kong presentation. Okay, let's start dun sa ating section 1. So in this segment po, we will be covering the basic of Peer Deck as well as yung 6 types po ng slides na ginagamit natin sa Peer Deck. And the information here is universal, so no matter how you'll be using Peer Deck, so pwedeng in person or in actual face-to-face class or in remote, synchronous man siya or asynchronous, so it will work. Wala pong magiging problema. Okay, so in this slide, and meron naman po tayong multiple question slide, multiple choice slide dito. Okay, so please highlight or please select kung ano po yung inyong answer. So, ang tanong po natin is, how much do you know about Peer Deck? Ayan. So, meron na pong participant na naka-use na ng Peer Deck and nagustuhan niya ito. So, some have know this but they haven't used it yet. So, meron din naman pong I know natin about yun sa Peer Deck. So, yeah. I hope after this webinar, you'll be knowing more about this application or this add-on po. Okay. So, this example of slide po, this multiple slide, i-discuss ko na din, highlights yung ating anonymity ng answers ng mga bata or ng student natin sa projector natin. So nakikita natin yung mga nagsasagot pero hindi nakikita yung kung sino. Para our student wouldn't be embarrassed if halimbawa may mali silang sagot, nagkamali sila ng napiling option or everything. So lahat po ng answers na nakikita natin in projector slide is anonymous. But ang teacher, pwede pong makita, pwede rin makita. Okay. So, discuss din po natin yan. So, half ng ating klase is know nothing about Peer Deck, and we have 3 that know this but haven't used it. We have 1 that tried, and we have 2 that use it and love it, and 2 that tried na. Okay, salamat po. Okay. And the Peer Deck app or Peer Deck add-on has its mission to help teachers deliver powerful learning moments to every student every day. In our current circumstances, it changes the settings in which we are teaching or students are learning. Pero our commitment as an educator remains the same. So, kung minsan, in real life experiences ngayon, napansin nyo na kapag nagtanong tayo in Google Meet or in Zoom, so gusto sana natin mag-respond sila in open mic. So para alam mong nandun sila. Or mag-chat man lang dun sa ating chat box. Pero kahit anong effort mo paghimok mag-participate minsan, wala talagang sasagot. Pag minsan nga, di ba, mga profile nila, pictures, letters na lang nakikita. And you can see them kung ano talagang ginagawa nila. Nabanggit ni Engineer si kanina na nagmumultitasking pa nga sila. So akala mo minsan nakikinig, yun pala may ibang ginagawa, yun pala tulog, yun pala nasa trabaho. Binuksan lang yung Zoom meet mo. Kaya kapag nag-presentation ka or nagkaroon ka ng formative assessment within your presentation. So, walang nasagot. Yeah. Okay. So, kahit mahirap, all in all, kahit napapagod tayo, sabi nga, mapapagod lang tayo, pero hindi tayo susuko. Ayan. So, the Peer Deck app is, or was founded by teachers po. And in 2014, it started as a startup project lamang. So startup project po siya, and they collected or raised about $500,000 na fund or seed fund nila. So that is equivalent for now in 23.9 million pesos. So medyo malaki po yung naging fund ng startup project nila. So maganda yung naging result ng kanilang startup project. Okay. 𝗙𝗘𝗘 is a company that are awarded as the new startup of the year in 2014. In 2015, it was selected as the winner of Rise of Press competition by 𝗙𝗙𝗘𝗘, and it was also selected as Top 10 School Tool by EdSearch, and a winner of Village Capital EdTech in 2015. So 𝗙𝗘𝗘 is more than just a fun tool with a peer as a mascot. 𝗙𝗘𝗘 is also recognized as a highly effective, instructionally sound student engagement tool by reputable organizations such as Digital Promise Global. We have the EdTech Tool Awards and Common Sense Media. And kung mapapansin niyo po, yung latest award nila is 2020, which yung time na nagkaroon tayo ng pandemic. So nag-boom din yung paggamit ng ganitong mga add-ons or ganitong applications in other countries. Now, 𝗙𝗘𝗘 was designed to be integrated with tools na alam na natin gamitin. So whether you are a Google, you are a Microsoft base, and 𝗙𝗘𝗘 will work. So every teachers at school can add the magic of formative assessment, interactive questions to their virtual classroom. We have 𝗙𝗘𝗘 for Google Slide, and we have 𝗙𝗘𝗘 for Microsoft PowerPoint Online. And so bakit 𝗙𝗘𝗘? So let's take a look dun sa learning science research that is behind dun sa pag-develop po ng 𝗙𝗘𝗘 natin. So in this slide, we can allow our student to browse or visit a website during dun sa presentation ko. As you can see, meron kayo dyang mababrowse po na 𝗙𝗘𝗘 learning model. So, pakita ko lang din po sa inyo. Or logic model po natin. So yung mababrowse po ng screen ng bata during this slide is this one. So, it is a research base po ng paggamit ng 𝗙𝗘𝗘 from input to activities to outputs and to outcome. So, I want everyone to focus dun sa mismong teachers and student engagement po natin. So, according to their research here, so ito po yung mga researchers and researchers na cited para sa research na ito. Over 90% of teachers think that 𝗙𝗘𝗘 is essential to remote learning. 85% naman agrees that it supports development of students' critical thinking. 95% thinks it helps students express their understanding. So kahit yung pinakang nahihiyang estudyante or mahihiyaing estudyante sa buong klase mo, pwede na mag-participate. Kasi minsan nahihiya sila kasi pupunta sa blackboard para magsulat. Ayan. Pero in this application, so pwede na, nandun lang siya nakaupo. Ayan. Kahit nahihiya siya. You can see, nagsasagot siya or nagpa-participate siya dun sa klase mo. Ayan. So, okay lang yun. So, students talaga varies attitudes and everything. 95% of the teachers thinks that it helps students express their understanding. So even yung lahat po, 95% 94% also thinks that more are engaged when using this app. So I hope na-visit nyo din po yung site. Ayan. Okay. DICT supports the proven's instructional strategies as follows po. So it is clear that learning doesn't happen inside a bubble. So, and to prepare them or our student in a healthy and successful lives, we need our learning environments to provide strong, welcoming cultures that develop good social, emotional habits and academic mindset. So, DICT add-on supports the following: formative assessment, active learning, retrieval practice, feedback-driven metacognition, whole child practices, and social emotional skills and deeper learning. Okay, so stress check muna tayo mga kaibigan, mga kasama. So please check in yourself and do a little self-assessment before we move on. So drag the bar icon on this scale to indicate your current stress level. I hope wala namang kung sobrang stress sa inyo. Ako, some have, so merong iba sa inyo na something is bothering them, so but still can focus. Thank you po. Some can't manage their emotion and behaviors right now, and I hope you're going to be okay soon. And some are in a good space and can focus. Yeah. Thank you so much. So let's move on. And so how does it work yung ating DICT application? So it is easy as 1, 2, 3. So bilisan na po natin para makadala tayo din sa ating workshop. So DICT is simple for everyone to use. So from teachers to students and of course dun sa mga kasama po ng ating estudyante sa kanilang bahay or kahit sino mang nagtuturo sa kanila. So it will let you add interactive assessment questions right into the presentation or the slides. So there are tons of helpful templates I will show you later for us to pick from. So yan, madali na pong magawa ng ating presentation actually. I-click mo na lang and i-drag mo na lang or set up mo na lang siya. So as you walk through dun sa lesson po, our student can respond dun sa presentation nyo. And these learning moments are very good po na ma-experience ng mga bata. And also, we can give them feedback in real time. Mabilis na natin siyang feedback in real time. And kahit nahihiya silang magsalita. So, pwede po yun. So, as we move on, DICT has been proven to improve yung student outcome and efficacy. It makes the classroom more welcoming, inclusive, and fun, whether in person po siya or online. So, kagaya nga ngayon, we are shifting sa kagaya ngayon, ma'am, okay. I'm not sure, ma'am, kung bakit malabo po dun sa, sa YouTube. Sobrang labo po ba? Sobrang labo daw po ba ng slides? Not sure kung bakit yun po yung nangyayari. Okay naman daw po kay ma'am. Ayan. Okay din naman daw po kay ma'am. Salamat po.
Oh, okay. Baka sa ano ko lang, sir, sa
Ako
akin.
sa internet connection. Ayan. Salamat po sa mga nag-response. Ayan. Continue po tayo. So during our shift po into remote learning, we probably help our student to set up different tools o mag-download kayo ng ganitong app na gamitin natin sa klase, mag-download kayo ng ganito siya install, ganito siya gamitin. Minsan sobrang dami ng app na pinapagamit natin. They will feel it a little overwhelming. Yan. So, but in DICT po, what you need is a web browser and an internet connection. So kahit sa mobile po, as long as kaya po nung mobile natin na mag-split screen, mas maganda. Pero okay din naman po kahit hindi kaya. Sa laptop or sa PC or sa Mac naman, we can always do yung separate window yung ating Zoom. Tapos, separate window yung presentation slide po para makapagsagot yung bata. So, students will join the video classroom and then next they will open a separate browser as you see in the visual presentation and go to joinpd.com. Then on the landing page, they will be asked to log in using a code. So this is a customized code po na nagbabago every time that you created or you presented for security reasons din po. So safe and secure yung ating online environment. So pwede rin po na yung teacher will provide a link. So for example, sa GC or sa text, and para po yung klase lang na yun makaka-receive ng code natin. And so as I said earlier, so it is very helpful na if yung browser window or tab natin are arranged so that students can see both the video classroom and yung DICT lesson natin at the same time para makapag-interact pa sila. Okay, let's cut it again. So temperature check po tayo. And so let's get a quick idea on how are you feeling about the pace of our lesson. And please drag the button, the circle pala. So, pakita natin sa ating mga kasama sa Zoom and sa YouTube. So, yan. So, if pwede rin po kayo mag-chat. And 1, kapag keep going, I understand. 2, I am a little confused. And 3, or stop, I need help. And nagdadalawang isip yung isa kung kailangan pa ba nang ituloy ito? Ayan, itigil na or tigil na natin to. So yan, sabi niya, tama na. Ayan, so lahat naman halos are keep going and they understand. So maraming salamat po. So pwede po kayo sa chat. So 1, 2, 3. Ayan. Okay, so thank you so much po. And let's move on sa teacher tool natin. So sa teacher tool po, typically we can see three views dun sa ating slide. So we have here the student view, and then the projector view, and then the teacher view. Okay? So right now, yung view that allows you to engage dun sa ating presentation is the student view. And yung nakikita naman po natin dun sa Zoom is the projector view. And so, and dito sa other monitor ko po, I can see yung teacher dashboard, yung teacher view. Okay. So, pairing up yung ating peer deck with Zoom or Google Meet or any video conferencing tool is that you can still is very good po because you can still see na yung student natin ay working in real time or they are participating. So maganda pong feedback din sa atin that they give their insight na dun sa ating presentation. So kagaya kanina, I can see that okay lang. So you are good, in a good mood. Yan, merong medyo stress na. I don't know, baka pinapagalitan ng boss niya ngayon. So yan, so okay. So later on, ipapakita ko po sa inyo yung mga view nito. Okay. Okay, so we have join tools po na ginagamit. And one of the most basic join tool ay yung method using joinpd.com. So we enter the code and then connect with our email credentials. And so makikita po natin yung responses ng ating mga students. So may nag-response po isa. Thank you po. So tama. Ang ginamit po natin kanina ay yung joinpd.com. So for Google Classroom, meron din po siyang seamless integration allowing us to send a push notification. Ayan. So, thank you po. May smiley pa. So, through dun sa ating Google Classroom class list. So, we do not need for the student to type a separate URL. So, and dun na po, i-click na lang nila. And recently, they featured or they launched a feature na a student can be allowed to join dun sa ating presentation anonymously. So, meron pong option, I will show this later sa ating demonstration, na we can require the student to log in via their email address or choose to turn this off and the student will join the session or that presentation anonymously and be assigned an avatar or a nickname. So yun, magkakaroon siya ng avatar and nickname. So for this presentation po, I required you to sign in. Oops. Ayan, ito yung mga, yan, thank you so much po. Okay. Okay, so the next slide, so will showcase po yung iba't ibang interactive question types that we can use in our virtual classroom using the Peer Deck add-on for Google Slide. There are 6 types po na i-feature natin in this slide. So I want you also to participate sa isang trivia showdown natin. And so habang iniisa-isa po natin yung ating question type. Yes, thank you, sir. Tama po. So, okay, so let's continue po. The first question type is a text. So a text slide, let our student write a short or long responses to the prompt. And so, question, what was the first animal to go into orbit, in Earth's orbit, and then what was the animal's name? Alright. So may mga answers na po tayo nakukuha. Okay, so dog, monkey, dog, monkey, mouse, and okay, so thank you po sa inyo. So we have here different answers. Ayan. Okay, so the correct answer is a dog. And ang pangalan po ng dog ay Light. Okay, so in this scenario po, if we would apply yung ganitong klase, we can reveal the answer out loud, or kagaya nung ginawa natin, we can reveal the answer on a new slide. Ayan. The next question type po is we have multiple choice type. So dito naman po, we quickly assess yung student understanding lang. So mamimili lang sila dun sa option. In this case, we have a question here, trivia question, what country consumes the most donuts per capita? Ayan. So ano po kayang country ang takaw sa donut? Ayan. At marami din po silang donut shop, and so marami din sila. So we have different answers. 3 answered United States, 4, 5 Canada, Mexico, and Germany. Right. Thank you po. And sa chat natin, so Germany ang sagot ni ma'am. Alright, thank you for participating, guys. And so ang answer is Canada. So marami po silang donut shop, and based on research, marami din talaga silang mag-consume donut per capita. Okay, so next is the draw slide. So in these slides, we give the student a canvas. So drawing canvas with set of tools na makakapag-unleash ng kanilang creativity. And ayan. So we have a trivia here. So magdodrawing po kayo dun sa baba. You see a symbol called octothorpe almost every day. So can you draw kung ano po yon? Anong symbol yon? Alright. So meron na pong mga sumagot. I'll show their answer later on po. Ayan. May sumagot na. Right, so here are the answers of our students. So we have this symbol, we have the dalawang dot, and we have comma, I think, and we have asterisks. Okay, and okay, and thank you po sa inyong response. Okay, the correct answer is yung ating hashtag symbol, and it's called octothorpe. So minsan hash ang tawag din natin sa kanila, or pound sign. Next is the draggable. So yung draggable slides naman po, let your students drag a pin, a dot, or any type of marker dun sa ating presentation. So and these slides po, sa which country in the United Kingdom, has a unicorn as its national Anin na. So a draggable slide can be used for labeling part of a map or images, or pwede rin po yung sa getting you thumbs up or thumbs down na like na image, or getting you true or false responses. And pwede rin po ma-apply into many other types of question. And marami po siyang pwedeng ipag-apply sa ating Alright. So hello po sa mga Zoom na hindi nakasama din sa ating presentation. I hope na maka-join sana kayo. Okay? So, ayan. So, may mga sagot na po tayong nakikita. Ayan. So, nilagay niya sa United Kingdom. Yes. Okay. Sa England, Ireland, Northern Ireland, Scotland. Ayan.
Kasi
Right, thank you po. And the answer is Scotland. Yes, Sir Rancel, Scotland po. Ayan. Kanilang national animal is a unicorn. Okay, so the next is, hindi na po siya trivia actually. So, trivia question. So, website po, website type ng nating question is, allows our student to visit or explore or browse an embedded website within dun sa ating presentation. Pakimute na lang po yung naka-open na mic. Thank you po. Alright, so right now, you are viewing a website. Okay, so our student can explore a web page without leaving the deck or reading the presentation. So this is a great tool if we are gonna embed learning resources or videos dun sa ating slide. So makikita niyo yan, it's separated siya, split siya. So we have here, on the left side yung presentation, and on the right side yung screen nyo, you will see yung website. Okay. I hope na nakikita yun. Yeah? Next slide is number slide po. So in this type of slide or number slide, so we get a numbers only response from our student, and you can see yung range ng kanilang sagot. Kagaya ng example natin. So for example, this one. So can you estimate how many jelly beans can fit in this mason jar? So gaya po nung nakita natin example kanina. So we have, ganitong mga answers po from our students. So, ayan po. Okay, so marami. Right, so actually I don't also know the answer kung ilan talaga yung nandyan sa mason jar. And thank you po for participating. Yan. Plus 10 kayo lahat sa langit. Salamat po. Okay. Right. So, in this slide naman po, we follow up a text slide ulit, text question ulit sa ating number slide, because follow-uping text question sa ating slide will give us information kung paano sila nag-came up dun sa ganitong number, and we can go deeper dun sa pag-assess natin dun sa learning na nakuha din sa perspective ng bata. So, kagaya po nito, they have different responses and just a hunch, an assumption, estimate only, and yun nga yung sabi natin. So, yes, correct. They are not really that big. And so, ang sabi ni Sir is 150 o nga. And medyo sobra na kung lalagpas sa mga 2,000 plus yun. Okay, so ganyan po yung makikita nating responses. You can see, pwede pong individual, isa-isa po po ganyan, or overlay. Thank you po. Last 10 ulit kayo sa langit, mga kasama. Salamat sa pag-participate. Okay. So we have 400, sabi ni Ma'am Mingwin. And malapit na siguro. Okay. So, you've seen it all. We have 6 slides and we will also demonstrate that later. So, but here's a quick recap. So you can draw po dun sa ating presentation kung ano yung naging excited kayo or mas nagandahan kayo type ng ating questionnaire slide. Okay. So, yung text slides and drawing slide are very well suited for higher order open-ended prompts. Kasi makukuha natin dyan yung student perspective and makukuha natin yung kanilang mga ideas. So, we also have yung multiple choice slide, number slide, and draggables prompts or slides for retrieval practices and for checking their understanding. Ayan. So, here are some answers from our student. Okay, so actually all of them, and then circle po siya ng 4, and the number, and okay, the draggable, lahat. Okay. Alright, so text and choice. Yes. So maganda po yung text and choice and numbers actually for formative assessment during the presentations. Yeah. Okay, so here are the answers from our class. Oh, marami na po kayong plus 10 sa langit. Salamat po. So plus 20 na kayo lahat. Thank you sa pag-participate sa ating klase. Okay, so when we display, yung ginagawa ko po kanina, the responses, we can also start a discussion. And the students are given a chance to show yung ownership and responsibility, and they can also have an opportunity to debate or to disagree with one another with respect, actually. So we can use yung open peer deck slides to ask open-ended questions that will allow our student to experience this kind of thing. And dun sa text natin, so pwede po natin gamitin. Kapag remote po, pwede natin siyang gamitin. So mag-type yung bata ng kanilang point of view and so on. Yeah. So maganda. And so na-encourage natin silang mag-participate lagi sa presentation. Okay, so depende po dun sa question type natin, we can also see yung different layouts po ng ating answers. Okay. So, there are certain layouts. We have list, grid, and overlay. So, kapag a list po siya, ganito po yung itsura niya. In your screen po, you can see ayan. So, nakikita po natin dito yung slide. Actually, meron siyang scroll diyan. And then, may scroll po natin kagaya nung okay. Kapag naman po grid, we can see lahat ng sagot, different answers. Kapag naman po overlay, yan makikita natin sa isang presentation, sama-sama yung different answers na galing dun sa mga bata. So, ideal po yung overlay kapag gusto natin ipakita yung spots or yung trend dun sa response. So, makikita natin, maraming nagsusagot sa letter A, maraming nagsusagot sa letter B, and so on. Pero pakita nyo lang siya, after makita nyo na almost lahat ng student ay nag-participate or nag-response. And thank you po. Okay, so, kahit 2 words, 3 words lang po, or 1 sentence, can you summarize so what have you just learned so far? And so, itong example din pong prompt na ito is also a opportunity to check yung understanding and allow for questions in case na meron ng questions yung ating mga students. So, pwede niyo po siyang gamitin. So, an ideal na gawin po is have your student write at least 1 to 2 sentence of the information that they have just learned. Ayan, salamat po. So meron na pong mga responses actually. So I want to show you yung mga responses po natin. Thank you po talaga. Ayan, so DICT is a very helpful and creative tool. Thank you po, DICT. And there's an app where you can present and interact actively with an ocean. Okay, so DICT po ayan. So here are their responses. Yeah, thank you so much po. So, sa chat po, baka meron din kayong gustong i-share just to summarize the ating presentation. I hope na nabibigyan ko po kayo na okay. So, to summarize, we have just covered so far ay yung join experiences. We have join via joinpd.com, Google Classroom invitation, or join anonymously. We have 6 slide type, text, multiple choice, number, web slide, drawing, and draggable style. So we have views, 3 views, student views, projector view, and teacher dashboard or teacher view. So all these presentation tools are to be included sa discussion natin dun sa demo natin later. So, mabilis lang naman po siya. Easy as 1, 2, 3, sabi ko nga po sa inyo kanina, na ganun na siya. Okay, so please drag the dot to how are you feeling so far. So before we move on dun sa ating next section. So, i-overlay ko natin. Ayan. Merong ilan na I'm a little confused na. Ayan. But keep going, sabi niya. Okay. Merong nagdadalawang isip kung keep going ba or undo. Ayan. Thank you so much po sa participation. Okay. So, well, welcome po sa next section natin. The next section will be about best practices for synchronous and asynchronous instruction using yung DICT natin. So, DICT can support both synchronous and asynchronous remote instruction po natin. So, in this slides, we will be discussing yung self-paced or student-paced mode and yung student takeaways po natin. So, that are very useful dun sa ating effective learning process. Okay, so first one, yung best practices po natin is yung na-discuss na din natin kanina. So we always tell the student to open 2 browsers. So best practice po ito, we have one for the projector view and one dun sa ating joinpd.com so that they can actually participate dun sa ating presentation. So, yung link, you can give them, sabi kanina, is pwedeng by group chat, pwedeng through your Google Classroom, or through different LMS na gamit ng school nyo. If mobile po or smartphone, ayan. So, I hope na yung smartphone meron ding split screen function. So, meron naman po alos lahat ng bagong mga Android version or Android OS versions ngayon. So, nakakaya na nilang mag-split screen. So, one screen para dun sa Zoom or Google Meet and one screen para dun sa presentation. Okay. Here are some best practices din po with for synchronous instruction. So, choose the tool that your students are most comfortable. So, kahit basta alam na ng mga estudyante natin. So, best tool, yung alam nila gamitin talaga. So, be prepared. So, when in doubt, i-record. So, pwede rin po ito for asynchronous learning. And if you're sharing your screen, so always be aware na you are sharing your screen. So, baka may mga ibang share dun sa screen po natin. And close unnecessary browser tabs, window, or applications. Hindi lang po kasi siya distraction. Actually, consumer siya ng inyong resources, ng inyong laptop resources like your memory, your hard drive. Ayan. So habang dumadami siyempre yung apps na binubuksan nyo in your computer, may chance na talagang bumagal yung computer nyo. Kaya if you are presenting, and best practice po is isang tab para dun sa inyong presentation, isang tab para lang dun sa inyong Zoom application and dashboard. So that's it. I-exit niyo po muna yung ibang mga applications na hindi naman na ginagamit. So para mabawasan po yung pagkain ng resources ng ating slides. Okay, so sa instructor naman po, the instructor can decide whether to split their screen with two window. Or pwede rin naman, the instructor will use another device. So, for example, sa tablet or sa smartphone, nandun yung kanyang teacher dashboard. And then dun sa kanyang laptop is yung projector view na share niya dun sa video conference app na ginagamit niya in her class or in his class. Yeah. Another best practices po that is available sa ating peer deck is yung takeaways na tinatawag po natin. So, we have takeaways or we can publish takeaways po right dun sa Google Docs tools natin. So, itong takeaways na to, we can leave comments for students giving specific feedback on their answers. So bawat sagot po nila dun sa slide, pwede tayong mag-feedback. And individually, pwede po siyang isend. So iba yung takeaways ng isang student A, iba yung takeaways ng student B. Iba kasi yung comment mo doon. Ayan, iba din yung comment or feedback mo doon sa ibang student natin. Okay. So takeaways later on, ipapakita ko din sa inyo. So sa asynchronous learning naman po, we have number one, include an expectation slides. And so sa umpisa, pwede po natin. So asynchronous to, which means hindi kayo sabay-sabay magkikita ng ating estudyante. So in their own time, pwede nilang i-browse yung slide. Pwede silang mag-interact dun sa slide mo. So pause a clear and end time for when you close the session. And so, para naman maka-attend or makapag-engage lahat yung bata, kahit asynchronous yun. So, remind them kung saan hihingi ng tulong. So, PM lang. And PM nyo lang ako guys. So, kung may problema. kahit anong oras, kahit alas 12 na ng gabi, pwede. Sir, magte-test ako. Ayan, pwede po bang alas 2 ng madaling araw? Oh, sure, di ba? Pwede mo, ganun. So, ayan, ganun po. Okay, meron tayong example expectations dito. Ayan, pwede niyo siyang ilagay sa ating slide or sa ating presentation during dun sa ating asynchronous learning. Okay, so sa asynchronous learning po, the periodic app allows you to get all the power of periodic engagement. Even yung student natin ay working or engaging in their own pace. So hindi po siya instructor-led. Ibig sabihin, hindi yung instructor yung nagpipindot ng next. Yeah. So, susunod, siya nang bahala. And we also have yung feedback. We have yung real-time feedback po, the individualized na sineset natin directly dun sa students. And dun sa specific slides po natin. So, demo natin siya. Another cool feature po ng Peer Deck is yung shared teacher dashboard. Pwede ka po mag-invite ng ibang co-teacher and then other staff sa inyong Peer Deck session. So, to give them full access din po dun sa presentation. Pwede silang mag-comment dun sa responses ng mga bata. Pwede din silang magbigay ng feedback. Ayan. So, pwedeng hati-hati na kayo. Kung marami yung klase, pwede yung mga teachers na in-invite sa session na yun can collaborate to team teaching. So magkakaroon na tayo ng co-teaching or team teaching environment. So pwede po yan sa ating project. Alright! Ayan, salamat po sa inyong pakikinig. So stretch muna. So let's take 5 minutes. Mahaba na po ba yun? So, or we can continue. And so, yeah, thank you po. And we may continue now. Okay. So we have 2 na lang. So may 3 na lang po yung section 3 actually. Present siya dun sa mismo website ng ating application. Yeah. Shall we continue po? Press 1 if yes, press 0 if no. Alright, so yes po lahat sila. Okay, tuloy na po natin. Ayan, maraming salamat po sa inyong responses. Sige. Ayan. Ito pala yung tanong. Sorry, nakalimutan ko yung slides. So, drag the dot to show if you're ready to move on. Ayan, thank you po. Ayan. Okay, so green thumbs up. Ayan, tuloy na po natin. Now, on the section, content resources po, ipapakita ko lang po yung slide, and the slide have link. Ayan, so website slide po siya, and have link dun sa mga resources or teacher resources that is present and downloadable dun sa ating Peer Deck app. First is yung ating templates. Ayan. My whole slide is a template given to me by the Peer Deck. And so nag-email ko sa kanila that I will be sharing your application, yung Peer Deck add-on po in a webinar. And then they they reply or they send an email back and sinabi na, okay, you can use these templates and meron po kaming templates para sa ganyang klase ng webinar. And yung ginagamit ko po ngayon is galing sa Peer Deck mismo. Ayan. So, in-adjust ko lang po yung ibang slide to adapt in our setting and the rest is galing na po sa kanila. Available po yan into peerdeck.com/templates. So, marami po kayong makikita ng message. For different subjects, pwede rin different topics, and pwede po. And makikita kayong templates. They have also yung tinatawag na weekly wonders. So, yung weekly wonders po are weekly releases ng mga engaging interactive slides. Templates din, yan, for different age levels, for awesome, inspiring content, yung term po ng Peer Deck. So, meron pong available din sa weekly wonders. Another resources po yung 𝗙𝗥𝗘𝗘, daily decks, and a combination of curated news articles and Peer Deck unique student engagement platform. So each deck is organized into simple sequence of activities that make it easy to practice literacy while building critical thinking skills and global awareness. And you can browse po dyan sa ating website, sa kanilang website, peerdeck.com/daily-news. And papakita ko din po sa inyo. And then, in collaboration with Google, and meron po silang tinatawag na Be Internet Awesome. It's a free digital citizenship curriculum and full of interactive Google slide and presentation that teaches young students how to safely and confidently explore po yung ating online world. Yeah. So meron po tinatawag na Be Internet Awesome. Yeah. Meron din po silang slides para dyan. So pwede niyo po siyang gamitin and also to share to our students. And okay. This slides naman po is linked into the student-based demo resources. And so marami pong student-based demo resources na pwede tayong makita dun sa slide. Alright, so section 4 na po tayo. So let's move to sa ating demonstration. So this section will show you yung setup po ng Peer Deck account, and then you just play around dun sa features po ng Peer Deck para makita po natin. Okay, so sabi ko kanina, this is as easy as 1, 2, 3, and hindi lang po natin siya. And then hanggang sa mag-present po tayo. Okay, so okay pa po ba tayong yung lahat? So press 1 if yes, press 0 if no. Okay, thank you so much po. Huwag niyo po muna i-close yung sa ating presentation. So meron pa po tayong interactive slides later. But for now, I will show you another browser, another tab, para po makapag-sign in tayo sa ating, or makapag-add tayo ng add-on sa ating Google Slide. Okay, simulan po natin sa pag-sign up. So we go to peerdeck.com. Nakikita mo ba yung slide ko? Ayan. Thank you, sir. Okay, so we go to peerdeck.com. Ayan. So, madali pong i-navigate yung kanilang landing page actually. So we have here teaching resources. So yung mga nabanggit ko po sa inyo kanina. And including a how-to handbook. Later on, meron po akong link na ibibigay sa inyo para dun sa how-to handbook. And andun na po yung kung paano gamitin yung DICT add-on. If you are into reading, yan. So kung gusto yung mas binabasa pa yung ating, yung mga instruction bago nyo siya gawin. Or yung, if you're into video or demonstration, ito po yun. And, okay, so we have here yung link for Google Slide add-on, and then a link for Microsoft or PowerPoint add-in. Ayan, natin. We have also Flash Factory, their community, for school and district learning resources, and LMS integration. And ayan, pricing tab. So discuss ko lang dito sa dito. Ayan. So DICT is a premium add-on po siya. So premium, meron po siyang basic plan which is free, and then meron din siyang premium. Ayan. So actually yung basic plan po niya is sulit na. Okay? So gawin mo makakapag-interact na yung mga bata dun sa presentation mo. Yeah? So, pwede na po siyang gamitin. So, we have here a basic free plan, individual premium, and then you can request a code po dun sa DICT account, sa DICT to give you a code kung how much kung yung pangbuong school, university, or district. Kasi yan. So, later, gamitin natin is yung basic free account. Yung premium account, yung trial niya. Okay. So, but pag nag-expire yung trial niya, actually mahaba naman yung trial niya, 60 to 90 days, yan, trial version. Okay po yung free, and sulit pa rin siyang gamitin. So, magagamit pa rin natin yung mga interactive question types na. Okay, so now we go to get started tab, and then punta po tayo sa for Google. Ang gagamitin po kasi natin is DICT for Google Slides. See there? Ayan. So, sa baba, there's a button there that says get started. Pwede rin naman po yung nasa taas na teacher login kapag meron ka na account. Ayan. So, to sign up, just click yung get started, and then you will be asked to log in into your Google or Microsoft account. So now, mag-log in po tayo sa ating using our Google account. Okay. So pipili po tayo, teacher, student, and more options. Pwede pong yung ating district administrator, technology integration, etc. Including yung iba pa natin mga kasama. So, okay, so click po natin as a teacher. So, we will authorize Google to sign in for us dun sa ating DICT. So, mag-sign in lang po tayo. Just type in your email. I will use another email po for this one, para dire-diretso po siya sa makita niyo yung process ng ating site. Okay, so sign in lang po natin yung ating media. Ayan, so it will ask access to our Google account. So i-allow lang po natin siya. Okay, so we have here postal. So type lang po natin, say name ng school. Aurora State College of Technology. And so, and sorry. Okay, there. So, maglupas yung aking zip code, pero okay lang po. And so, at first sign up po, our login using our Google account, so you will have a 30 days unlimited access to PureTech's premium features. So when the trial ends, pwede po natin gamitin yung free. And so the free plan is sulit na. Magagamit pa rin po natin yung ating mga interactive types. Okay, so let's log into premium po. And you will be directed to the home page po ng inyong PureTech. So that is PureTech app.puredeck.com/home. And ito po siya, we have home here, sessions. So makikita po natin dito yung mga presentations natin or sessions natin na ginawa. And then the help tab will show us different tutorials din po, learning tutorials. And so dito naman po sa taas, our account, you will see yung account natin and then sign up. Okay. So pag select natin account, so ganito lang po yung natin and our setting. So wala na po tayong gagawin. If you want to use yung PureTech into your Google Classroom, we'll just stick this yung on po natin. So pag meron po na-create na kayong classroom sa inyong Google Classroom, may class na kayo doon. So automatically, pag nag-invite tayo later, pwede na tayo integrate ng ating PureTech sa ating Google Class. Okay, so once done na po, and once siya mag-sync, kailangan, so hindi na natin gagamitin yung Google Classroom. Magpunta lang po tayo sa Google Slides natin. So that is docs.google.com/presentation. Okay. Alright, so ito po yung account na ginawa natin and then wala pa tayong existing presentation. So we'll create a presentation muna. And then para magbukas po yung ating interface ng sa ating presentation. And then sa interface po ng ating Google Slides, punta lang po tayo dun sa add-ons. And then, get po natin yung add-ons. Okay. So all you have to do is search po dun sa PureTech or Google Slide na add-on. So search po natin, actually kahit hindi na, so andito po siya sa, and present na siya dun sa ating suggested na add-on. So, i-click lang po natin yun to install. Ayan. Alright, then click install po natin. So click continue. Okay pa po ba tayo dyan mga ma'am sir? Wala pong problema. So you don't have to follow through na po dun sa atin. So sit back there, watch lang po tayo muna. And mabilis lang. Okay pa po ba? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Okay, so pili lang po natin yung account na sinign natin kanina for our Google account. Then it will ask for permission or access sa ating Google account here. Manage and view yung ating Google Slide and so on. So i-allow lang po natin. Just click allow. And meron na po tayong Peer Deck add-on dun sa ating Google Slide. So once na na-installed na po natin siya, ayan, okay na po natin, close po na ito. And you will see a Peer Deck sidebar na integrated na dun sa ating Google Slides. Ayan. So meron na tayong Peer Deck sidebar dito. So pag close po natin siya, so we can just view it back or turn it back. Punta lang po tayo dun sa add-ons and then select natin Peer Deck for Google Slides. So open lang po natin siya. In some cases po, meron na agad siya dun sa mismong menu bar. Lalabas, meron na po siya agad dun Peer Deck menu. So i-click na lang po natin. So we don't have to go to add-ons menu. Tapos ipunta po natin so yan, Peer Deck. So wala na po. Meron in some cases, like yung sa kong email, so meron na siya agad tawag dito, Peer Deck menu. Okay. So let's explore yung Peer Deck menu. Okay. So the start lesson button allows us to start yung presentation natin that have an interactive questions. Meron kasi dyan sa taas na present. Ayan. So ito yung present for Google Slide lamang. So it doesn't integrate yung interactive slides. Kaya kailangan dapat bukas yung sidebar before ka 1% kasi nandito yung start lesson natin. Okay, and then we have here the menu. And so yung menu po ng Peer Deck sidebar is mounty lang. Ayan. Have a how Peer Deck works. It links on kung paano
Ako na may kuto. Okay. May taga?
Click yata ni Ma'am. Hi Ma'am, pa-meet po.
Kailangan baka napipindot mo. Oh, okay.
And thank you po. So, now, sa Peer Deck sidebar po natin, and we can see yung menu natin. We have 4 options actually lang. And how Peer Deck works. So, pag binuksan po natin yan, we just link a video and sa YouTube. Yan. So, meron po silang video sa YouTube doon. So, yeah.
Hi, we're excited to tell you that you can add the power.
We have also yung ating and publish and share your lesson. So we'll create a link or open a new tab and then share lang po natin saan. So share natin siya publicly. Ayan. Doon sa mga lessons that are created din ng ibang mga teachers worldwide. Ayan. So in case na yung nagawa po natin is like very inspiring and awesome. And pwede po natin i-share siya publicly dun sa public domain, yung server ng ating Peer Deck so that pwede rin po siya magamit ng ibang educators and teachers. And okay, so mamaya na po, balikan na lang natin siya. And then, the option for required student login. Ayan. So, pwede po siyang i-turn off. Ito po yung sinasabi ko kanina na you can log in dun sa presentation or you can join dun sa presentation anonymously. So, ayan. And review sessions. So, ililink lang naman po tayong review sessions dun sa previous sessions na nagawa using this account. So this account is wala pang previous session, kaya wala po tayong makikitang video. Okay, next natin sa sidebar is yung, zoom ko lang po, and template library. So ito po, maganda siya, and we have pre-made content na for different lessons. So click lang natin siya, and then we have templates for the beginning of lesson, and makikita niyo po mag-load na yun siya, different templates na pwede mo nang gamitin and during the beginning of your lessons. Student can answer, and puro text slide po siya. The student can draw, and yung name po na nakalagay dun. So ito yung type po ng ating slide. And ibig sabihin dito, magta-type or mag-response po yung bata through typing their answers. Next is yung during the lessons, meron din po dyan. Ayan. So yung mga nilagay ko pong prompt or slides kanina, so iba po doon ay galing dito sa pre-made content na po. Ayan. So template library na po yung available po ito kahit dun sa basic na. Ayan. So, and during the end of the sessions, and meron dito. So, and marami pong templates like for learning development, yung critical thinking po natin, andyan. So, we have also yung social emotional learning. Andyan po. And templates that is designed for different subject areas. So meron pong for littles and grade kinder to 2, and meron pong mga slides or sample templates po, sample slides para sa ating mga kids. And example questions, ayan, meron po dyan. So gagamitin din po natin yan mamaya dun sa ating demonstrations. We have math, science, social, world language, and A po. Okay, so yun po yung ating template library. Actually, maikli lang po yung sidebar ng peer deck. And next is yung ating question types. And so ito na po yung question types natin. So let's try to add a text question type. So kiklik nyo lang po yun, and then it will show you a dialogue here. So isasabi lang niya yung preview ng ating text response. So anong mangyayari? So kapag nag-type ng bata, they can see, what they can see in the projector ay yung ganito. So i-update lang po natin yun. So wala na po pang gagawin. Yun lang. Magkakaroon lang yung ating Google Slides ng bar or ng image sa baba. And magkakaroon po siya ng image na ganito. And then this is link. And pag click po natin yan, meron pong link diyan. It's linked to our peer deck. And so dun sa ating peer deck. And it will collect response na dun sa ating mga students. So dun sa slides natin, so pwede po natin sabihin, ayan, lagay natin, what is, pwede po yun. So you can ask question here, then mag-respond po sila. So, kaya pwede rin na mga different questions na applicable into text response po. Okay, so let's create another slide. So actually, kahit hindi na po tayo mag-right click and then add new slide here, we can just click yung next question type, say multiple choice. Okay-create na po siya ng slide. So ito naman po yung preview ng ating multiple choice. So student will see a option and then choose an option, and then in the projector view, makikita po natin yung summary ng ating option. So some students answered true, some students answered false. So dito po, magta-type tayo ng question. Let's say, ng options po. Okay. So pwede natin lagay na, for example na lang, option A, option B, and option C, and you can add another options po. Ayan. Then update, click update slides. So ganun din po ulit siya. It's okay. Sorry, overwrite pala siya. Okay, so hindi siya pumarap. Okay, so ulitin ko lang po. A, B, C, and O. Nag-overwrite dun sa isang slides na yan. So, dapat dun sa, okay, hindi ko na-select. So dun siya, mali yung select natin kanina. And then we add another slide. So kunwari yung tanong lang natin dito. Ayan. So ilagay lang po natin yung question natin dito. That answers yes, no, or maybe. Ayan. So question here. So, click natin yung next slide. Ayan. Then, check natin yung numbers. So, kapag numbers naman po, it will just collect numbers dun sa ating site. So, wala na po tayong kailangang i-set up. And automatically, mag-collect siya ng numbers. So, mag-add lang po ulit siya ng image dun sa baba that is linked to the peer deck app itself. Kapag naman website, and click natin yung website. Okay. Next po, and then just paste po yung link ng website na gusto nating i-share din sa mga bata. For example, sa YouTube. Okay. So for example, yung mga ganito pong science project, you can just copy yung link dun sa YouTube and then paste it dun sa ating peer deck. Okay, so bagal lang po yung internet ko and medyo bumabagal na siya na tumataas yung everything. And then magkakaroon po ng preview dito sa ating site. So your student will, once they see yung presentation, magbabrowse na po nila yung video na. So, watch this video and tapos and answer the following questions. So, pwede po. So, lagay din sa ating pwede rin naman po, bago kayo mag-add ng question type, naka-ready na yung buong slide. So, wala akong problema. Sa draw naman po, and so try din natin sa draw. Update po natin yung slide. Okay. So automatic na po yun, mag-create lang siya ng picture, ng link sa ating peer deck. Pag present po natin yan later, so pag-draw na po yung back. Draw something. Pwede rin po, hindi na actually draw, pwede po text din yung ilagay na dito sa ating presentation. Okay. So next is yung draggable. Ayan. So, yeah. It will allow yung ating student to drag a marker. So you can choose any marker po. Ayan. We have symbols, numbers, icons, and dito. So for example, dito, a star marker, and color orange or yellow to metallic. Then update your slide. So we have here all the question types. So ganun lang po siya kadali. So the mark, later on, pag present natin yung bata, magkakaroon na siya na mag-aalaw na siyang makapag-drag na. Kagaya po nung nakita natin sa ating presentation. In adding audio to the slide, so click nyo lang po yung add audio. And then, it will load yung recorder. So, simple lang po yung recorder ng DICT side add-on. Just have two buttons here, a record or upload. If you have an existing audio file na, so pwede pong i-upload din na, and then you can browse it dun sa inyong computer or record. Ayan. So once click the record, siyempre kailangan natin i-allow yung ating browser to use our microphone. So allow lang po natin, and then it will record na yung ating sinasabi. DICT lang sa kalam. Ayan. So ang ganun pa. And then pause. Ayan. And then we have option to resume, and in case na may kailangan pa tayo dagdag or delete kung kailangan natin baguhin yung ating audio, or save na po. So once click save, and so you can review yung audio po. Okay, so kung okay na po yung audio, and then you can add the audio to your slide. DICT lang sa kalam. Ayan. So, ganun pa. So, the slide will have a image din that is linked to your audio. And makikita po natin doon that, or makikita ng student that there is an audio included dun sa the slide nito. Alright, so we have also yung mga featured content like learning resources and another video on how DICT works dun sa ating baba ng ating DICT sidebar. Now, let's go dun sa presentation na po mismo. Okay, so once done, and okay na po yung ating presentation, and you can start yung lesson. Click nyo lang yung start lesson, and it will ask you to choose between two lesson mode. We have student-based activity. So ito po yung sinabi ko kanina that we can use for asynchronous learning. And then we also have yung structure-led or structure-based activity. So for this demonstration, ito po yung gagamitin natin. So structure-based, yeah. Okay, so sa structure-based, you can see ayan, loading kasi yan. So dapat pakita na po dito no DICT. Okay. I think there's a problem kapag nagsasabay yung aking sorry. Pakita ko na lang po sa inyo yung view natin. Okay. So kanina, ito po yung the whole slides natin. So, clear naman po, no? Nakikita siya. So, yung slides po natin kanina. Hello, ma'am, sir. Nakikita rin po? Thank you, Sir Justin. Ayan. So, ito po yung dashboard ng ating teacher. Ayan. So, and then yung nakikita po sa Zoom, ito po yung projector view. So, pag click po natin yung start lesson, ayan, lalabas po is, ayan, yung ganito, yung first kanina. So, ang nakalagay po dun sa continue button is yung start class, and or start. And then, in this lower left corner, makikita po natin kung ilan pa yung connected na student dun sa ating presentation. So we have 13 out of 45. Ayan. So we have here also a link sa ating Google Classroom to invite student sa ating Google Classroom. Kapag kinlik po natin yan, and it will show us yung classroom nandito. Kapag meron pong present dun sa ating Google account na class, yan, lalabas po dito yung mga klase nyo. And then, you can select dun sa section na yan. And then, lalabas na po dun sa stream ng ating Google Classroom yung link po ng ating presentation na nandito. And we have also a separate link kung gusto naman natin send siya through other LMS, through other way ng communication natin to students. And yung ating dashboard. So, open na po yung dashboard natin. As you can see, ito. Close ko lang po yung... Okay. So, sa part po ng dashboard, we have here yung view and yung ating presentation. Ito po yung nakikita ngayon ng ating students. So, if I click dun sa first slide, ayan, so magpa-prompt po yung ating presentation dun sa first slide. Kaya, ito po yung aking dashboard. Ito po yung, ayan. Okay. Ito yung yung projection natin. Projector view natin po. Yan po yung makikita sa dalawang yan. So, part po ng dashboard na number 1, ang tawag po natin dito ay slide drawer. So, yan sa makikita dyan are yung mga slides na gamit po natin. Or yung nakalagay po sa ating slides. So, we have also sa baba is yung navigation bar. So, makikita po natin yung navigation bar here. Okay. So, maximize ko po dito. We have also yung student response preview. Ito po yung nakikita natin yung mga sagot ng mga bata dito. Ayan, dito po natin nakikita. Kahit hindi pa po natin siya i-present dun sa ating projector view. And then, we have yung ating student list. Ayan, nandito po siya. And makikita po natin, ayan, we have the names of the students na nag-join sa ating klase. And then, yung code po, nandun sa taas na yan, nakalink din siya. We have also yung response layout. Wow. Okay, wait lang po. I-end ko lang po yung session. Wala yung ibang options po natin. Ayan, lumabas na. Sorry. So yung projector view, ito po yun. And itan ko lang siya. And then i-maximize ko po ngayon yung dashboard ng ating teacher. Okay, so we have yung student response view. Nandito po. And we have here. Ito yung buong navigation bar natin. So you can see dun sa baba kung ilan po yung nag-response dun sa ating presentation. So, or participate. So we have 12 out of 32 students na participate. And thank you po. And plus 10 pay later sa langit. We have also yung response layout. Ang response layout lang po natin is makikita natin sa taas. And we have list, grid, and then overlay layout. So depende po dun sa question type. And kapag list po siya, and you can see yung different responses po ng ating mga students. Ayan. So, bibilisan ko lang po. And baka makita nyo kung sino yung unhappy. Yes, sorry. And we have also here yung grid view. So sa grid view naman po, naka-box yung ganun lahat. Ayan. So makikita din po natin yung kanilang responses. And then sa overlay view, ito po yung makikita natin yung sama-sama yung responses sa isang presentation. Okay. So sa baba naman po, we have yung show responses. And so pwede po natin siyang ipakita. And so dito po, teacher's view to. So nakikita na siya agad. But dun sa projector view, ayan, so hindi pa nakikita ng student yung responses. So on the teacher view, pwede ko pong i-click yung response, show response, and sa projector view, makikita na rin po ng student yung responses ng kanilang mga kaklase. Now, another feature here is yung tinatawag na lock screen. Kung mapansin nyo, meron tayong estudyante na ginagalaw pa yung bar. So, nagdadalawang isip siya kung happy ba siya or sad. Ayan. So, if time na, ayan, pwede po natin i-lock yung screen. So, our student will no longer tawag dito, will no longer be able to drag ayan, yung ating bar or yung any other marker na nilagay natin, yung presentation din sa ating screen. So, pwede natin din siyang i-unlock ulit to let them answer. So, we have also another feature here na merong timer. Ayan. So, press and hold lang yung ating icon dito sa baba. Yung ating lock screen icon. Ayan. So, zoom ulit. Ayan. So, ang ginawa ko dito is press and hold. So, pag press and hold nyo, makikita nyo po, we have 30 seconds, timer, 1 minute, and 3 minutes timer. And so, pag click po natin yan, so the students, check ulit natin yung projector view, we'll see a timer dun sa ating presentation. Means, tawag dito. So may time lang po yung pagsasagot nila dun sa ating presentation. Alright, so hindi naman po natin kailangan tapusin yan, yung countdown natin. So pwede mo i-click na uli yung unlock screen and go. Now, we have also here yung new prompt. Ito po yung magandang feature. For example, dito sa slides mo, say nasa Halimbawa, nandito tayo sa slides na ito. And then, naisipan mo tanungin yung student. So, you want them to answer a question, halimbawa, true or false, yes or no. So, meron po tayong new prompt feature that will allow yung ating teacher to select a new prompt na i-insert natin dun sa presentation na natin, dun sa actual presentation na natin, na hindi natin nailagay yung ginagawa pa lang natin yung presentation. So, example, after nito, magtatanong tayo ng prompt. So, pwede po yun. So, you can select dun sa mga pre-made ng prompt. Ayan. So, halimbawa po, ito, is this statement true or false? Ayan, pwede po natin ilagay yan. And the next slide, and maglalabas na po yung prompt, and then we will wait dun sa answer ng mga students. Ayan. So sa projector screen, projector view, ganito po yung makikita ng student natin. So ang gamit natin is, ayan, so option A and option B, ayan. So once na may nag-response na po, makikita naman natin dun sa ating teacher view. Okay, so we can also show yung responses dun sa ating projector. Ayan. Okay, so pwede rin po yung question lang. And then, hintayin natin makapag-response yung 32 participants dun sa ating class bago natin i-show yung responses. Pwede rin i-lock na natin, so para tapos na, wala nang responses na matatanggap, bago natin i-show yung responses. Alright, thank you so much po sa pag-respond. Ayan. Next po is, meron tayo dun another menu here. Ayan. So dito po, we can change yung ating slides into student page. So pag tinurn on po natin to, the student will be allowed to navigate our presentation into their own pace po, in their own time. So we can also create another or open another projector view in another tab, and then full screen po natin and end session. So and here din po yung link ng ating invite co-teacher. So pag click po natin yan, ito maganda po kasi yung teacher. Ayan. You can just copy yung link and na ibibigay po ng peer deck habang pinapresent ko siya. And then send it to your co-teacher. Ayan. So, para po sabay kayong feedback dun sa mga bata. Okay, and then an end button dun po sa pinakang dulo ng navigation bar natin. So later on, ipapakita ko sa inyo sa end button. Now, ayan. So sa taas po ulit, balikan lang natin. Pili tayo ng question. Let's say yung nag-type ng response. So here, for example, dito po. Ayan, type po ng response. Sorry po, ayan, napapakita ko yung inyong mga pangalan. Pero, okay, so meron po dito, icon, ayan, mas malaki yung mas maganda. So, yeah. So we have here a star icon, and then feedback icon or bubble icon, and then hide icon. Ayan, so 3 dots icon po siya. So, if ever na meron pa yung nakita, halimbawa, ayan. Okay, so pag, okay, nakikita mo ba? Ayan. Pag in-star po natin yung ating, or ayan, binigyan natin ng mark ng star. Ayan. So the best answer, ayan, yung tabati. Ayan. Kaya, we can also add another, yung tinola. Okay, so, or si Marites. Ayan. So, Marites, and pwede rin po natin sa mabasa yan. So, yung mga star answers lang po yung makikita. Ayan. And then, you can also hide. For example, medyo iba yung sagot. Ayan. For example, medyo pending sa ibang mga klase. And pwede po natin i-hide yung response. So once na, halimbawa, shinow po natin, lahat po ay unstart, and shinow po natin yung ating answers. You can see yung sagot po na yun dun sa ating slides. And so i-hide na po natin siya. And yung feedback. So for example, ayan. So let's leave a feedback. Ayan. Tignan po natin yung bubble icon, and then please and change your answer. Ayan. So pwede po yun. So we can send feedback, and then marireceive po ng student yung feedback. And you can add more feedback. And okay, so very good, for example, very good. And so marireceive din po na yung feedback. So maganda po yung feature na yun ng ating peer deck. Now, we can also see yung or sort yung responses by time, or by responses, or by students. So we have different sorting. For example, by students, so marami pong student na in alphabetical order na hindi respond, or responses and alphabetical, almost alphabetical order din po yung responses na yan. And time. So kung sino yung pinakang mabilis na nag-response, and yung pinaka-matagal na nag-response. Ayan. Okay. So okay po ba tayo dyan? Now, i-end ko na po yung session. So this will be yung takeaways na po. And so pag kinik po natin yung end session, okay, so saka pa lang natin siya papangalanan yung session na to. So for example, DICT LC2 webinar, and then save and end session. So once save and end session na po, okay, and natin. From end. Ayun mag-end. Sorry, hindi sa kabila yan, sa projector view. And mag-end na. Ayun. Kabila. Okay. So once na in-end na po natin yung session, sorry. Ayan. Okay. So we can yung tinatawag ko, you can see yung tinatawag natin na reflect and review. Ito na po yung takeaways natin. So we can copy yung link and then send this sa mga bata. Or we can opt to share yung link dun sa ating Google Classroom, o kaya naman generate yung takeaways. So kapag nag-generate po tayo ng takeaways, we'll be asked to publish this session, yung takeaways natin, into our Google Docs. Okay, so, and then meron link po ng takeaways. So, ika-copy lang din natin yan para ma-share natin dun sa mga student. Or, pwede natin i-share dun sa ating Google Classroom. So, close po natin yun, and then we can click yung Open, Review, and Reflect. Ito po na button. And then, we will be redirected dun sa session na tab po natin. Okay? So, we can select, for example, i-review natin yung sagot ni Mr. So makikita po, walang sagot si Sir, meron ba? Okay, so lahat po ng slide parang walang sagot. Okay, so we can also select student here. For example, si Sir, yeah, Sir Philip. Nagsagot yata Sir Philip kanina. Okay. Antayin lang po na. Ayan, so makikita po natin yung mga sagot ng students natin. Ayan. And sa takeaways po, every student, you can leave feedback. Okay. So, iba pa po yung feedback natin kanina dun sa response natin dun sa example, this one. So, makapansin nyo, iba yung feedback dun sa actual slides natin and makikita natin siya dito. Okay. Tapos, iba pa yung sa takeaways natin. So, ilalagay pa natin dun sa takeaways natin. So, makikita nyo bata. So, we can send a copy ng kanyang answers for him, for the student to reflect on. So, pwede niyang i-review uli yung kanyang mga sagot dun sa presentation na natapos natin. So, kiklik lang po natin yung copy link and then send natin dun sa students. And we can go back dun sa ating dashboard and sa ating presentation session. Okay, so cancel natin and then exit po natin siya. So, pag inopen po natin muli yung peer deck app, peer deck and home and then sessions. Ayan. So makikita na po natin yung mga sessions na nagawa natin. So, for example, we have here ang session natin kanina. Nandito po siya. And then we have option here to open yung dashboard or to reopen yung session natin or rename yung session natin. Okay. So, meron po ditong option na export to spreadsheet. So, pag in-export po natin yan, download natin yung mga responses ng bata into spreadsheet form. So, pwede rin po natin siya. So, medyo matagal lang yung ating internet. Ayan. So, makikita po natin yung responses ng ating mga student into sa mga slides po natin. Slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, slide 4, and slide 5. So, pwede rin po natin maging data to. To learn more about dun sa ating mga students. Alright, so yun. Thank you so much po. That ends my presentation. So kapag may question po, so feel free na pong i-tanong.
Thank you po, Sir Jarrell. Check ko lang po kung meron po tayong mga questions na sinend sa natin, sa form.
Nakikita ko po yung screen ko, ma'am, ano?
Yes, sir.
And po, you can go to peerdeck.com/how-to-handbook, how-to-handbook po. And makikita niyo po dun yung how to instruction po no ating peer deck add-ons po natin. So, you have questions.
Ayan, sir, meron po tayong question dito na Teka, ito babasahin ko po.
Sige,
Question po, what are free resources that we can use to get template slides?
Dun po sa, wait lang po, share ko lang po.
Kay Salbok na to.
Ay, sorry. Dun po sa web or sa website po ng peerdeck.com, yung mga templates po na nandun and resources. Ayan. Ay, libre po siya. And dun sa teaching resources po natin, nandun. Libre po siya. Pwede ko bang share, ma'am, yung slide ko po?
Yes, sir. Share niyo po.
Teka lang. Ano po yata ulit.
Hindi naman po ako naka-share screen, sir.
Sir Rob, paalaw nga po ulit yung share screen. And thank you, sir.
Ikaw, sir, yung host.
Thank you, sir. Kanina. Okay, so, ayan, meron po dun sa ating peerdeck.com, libre pong ma-download yung mga sample Google Slides templates po na nandun. Can click dun sa ating teacher resources and then click explore and explore content. And then, meron pong tinatawag dun na or chart. And then, you can select yung different, mabagal lang po mag-load yun. And different templates po na available po for download. Click lang po natin yung see all. Dapat naglo-load po ito. Makikita niyo po kasi yung mga templates dito. So, templates for celebrating families, caregiver, and template for a student, self-care recipe, and marami po. Earth Day resources. And for brain breaks, meron po mga templates. And for Valentine's, for winter, and other templates po. Pwede po siya. Meron. In the beginning of class, in building a community, marami pong templates. Libre po siya, ma'am. Okay na po.
Next question po. Sorry, nalaglag yung cellphone. Wait lang po. Yan. Next question. Teka lang medyo question. Yan. Ay, saan na ba? Sorry, naiba pala. Q&A. Teka lang po, nawala. Wait lang, sir.
Thank you po sa 43 participants na nananatili sa ating Zoom. And thank you din po sa mga YouTube viewers po natin. Yan. Subscribe na po kayo sa YouTube channel ng DICT. Maraming salamat. Hello, ma'am.
Yan, sir. Sorry. Ito na po. Basahin ko na. Ang next question po ay, sabi, how can we interactively engage to our students the fact that one of the challenges facing of our learners are gadgets? How can we interactively engage to our students that the fact that one of the challenges facing our learners are gadgets?
Ayun, ma'am. Thank you po sa question. If ito po yung apply nating interactive or instructional content kung gagamitin natin, medyo mahihirapan po talaga yung ating student na makipag-participate dun sa ating klase. Now, there are other options po, like mga nakikita natin. We can separate the class na yung mga walang gadget talaga. And then conduct or may gadget sila pero hindi pwede yung wala silang internet. Yan. Ginagawa, you can conduct a call, yung group conference call, kasi tawag lang po, walang kailangan. Ang kailangan lang nila ay signal. Ayan. Tapos i-receive nila yung tawag. Ayan. Para dun sa mga bata na pwede mo makausap, pwede pa rin silang makipag-participate dun sa ating klase. Kahit naka-call ka habang yung iba nasa Zoom naman. So naka-on yung isang cellphone mo for calling, and then call lang po, kayo mismo yung mag-download as educator. Ayun po. Kung ang problema po ay gadget na hindi maka-internet, pero pwedeng mag-call and text. Okay po, ma'am? I hope nasagot ko po.
So next question po, sir. Ang Google Slides po ba ay nako-convert sa Powtoon?
Oh, I'm not sure po dun sa exportation ng Google Slides po. Pero pwede pong i-export or i-download yung Google Slide into Microsoft PowerPoint, into PDF, JPEG, and other mga pictures like PNG and scalable graphics. I'm not sure po kung hindi ko po na-try siyang i-export into Powtoon, into Powtoon.
Okay, so hindi po sure, ano? Okay po, next, can you name top 3 na ginagamit mo, sir? Yung pinaka-solid and nag-e-enjoy ang mga kids.
Ito po, Peer Deck, saka po yung quizzes, yung quizzes.com. Ayan, ginagamit ko din po siya for formative and summative assessment po ng mga bata. Ayan, so natutuwa po sila din sa quizzes dahil maganda rin po mag-take ng quiz. Meron option doon na may music siya, and then may mga memes pa minsan. And nakikita nila yung leaderboard. Ayan, natutuwa yung mga bata. Uy, naka-first ako. Ayan, second place ako dun sa quiz, third place ako dun sa quiz. Yun po yung mga ginagamit ko. Ayan.
Okay. So, yun lang po yung 4 na question po dun sa ano natin. Sa Q&A form.
If you have
Ma'am, if
further
ever po
questions
may
po,
PPT na
po
pwede,
akong-
yun na lang gamitin. Bali dito po sa YouTube po, nakita ko may nag-comment si Ma'am 𝗙𝗥𝗘𝗘. Ma'am, if ever po may PPT na pwede, yun na lang gamitin?
I'm not sure po kung anong ibig sabihin niyo. Ayan,
Ako
may
din po,
nag-comment po dito. Yes po, alternative, si Sir Mark, yes po, alternative po ng Peer Deck ay yung Nearpad. Almost the same po sila ng mission is to engage student po natin. Yan. You can also search po yung Nearpad. Yan. Actually, sa quizzes din po, we have meron dun yung lesson. Bukod sa quiz, you can create a lesson or a presentation din po na pwedeng ma-engage or mag-gamify yung ating lesson po para sa mga students natin. Ayan. Yun po.
Okay. So, meron pa po ba tayong question? If meron po, pwede nyo pong i-unmute po yung sarili nyo para po makapag-ask po kayo ng question kay sir bago po tayo mag-move sa next ano po natin.
You can email
Meron
me
pa
din
po
po
ba?
through my email account, joralmababangloob@gmail.com. And if ever na late, o yun, biglang may naisip kayong question and tungkol sa Peer Deck.
Yung pala sir, pwede po ba kaming makahingi ng sa PowerPoint nyo? Yung slide.
Ay, sa Google, yes ma'am, pwede po ma'am, wala pong problema. Kung gusto niyo po, yung mismong
Okay.
binigay sa akin nung Peer Deck, and sila po kasi yung nagbigay nung yung slides na to, and yung deck na to, sila mismo, and in-adapt ko
Okay
lang
sir,
po
sige
para
po.
sa akin.
May link na lang siguro sir para pag sinend ko po sa kanila yung certificates, i-share ko din sa kanila yung PowerPoint presentation. Para
Yes, ma'am.
po mabalikan din nila yung iba. And sa mga may gusto pong yung mga katulad ko po, kanina kasi nawala ng signal, so na-out po ako sa Zoom pati sa YT, no?
Yes po.
So hindi ko
Pwede naman po
nakita kung
yatang
paano yung
i-rewatch yung
So, kagaya ko, sa mga hindi po nakapanood, pwede nyo pong gawin is puntahan nyo po yung YouTube live natin or YouTube chat. So, para nyo pong mapanood yung kung saan po kayo hindi nyo nasundan kanina para po, ayun, ma-follow nyo lang po ulit. And sa mga nagtatanong po sa certificate, hindi po ako nakasama sa Zoom. Ulitin ko lang, kahit hindi po kayo nakapasok dito sa Zoom meeting po, pwede pa rin po kayo makakuha ng certificate basta po mamaya pag binigay ko po yung ang tawag dito, post-evaluation link ay sumagot po kayo until tomorrow 4 p.m. Kahit yung mga hindi po nakapanood ngayong oras na to, kahit po mamaya makapanood po kayo basta hanggang alas 4 bukas ay makapagsagot po kayo ng post-evaluation natin form ay mabibigyan po kayo ng certificate. Basta po, again, tama po yung certificate, yung nyo po ibibigay. Yung email address nyo at saka yung full name nyo para po tama yung magawa nating certificate at ma-send po namin sa inyo yung certificate. Yun lang po. Thank you po. Si Sir Jorel, baka po may idadagdag pa po kayo.
Yes po. Share ko lang po muli yung screen ko. Ayan. Okay na po ba?
Yes, sir. Nakikita po. Yes, sir.
Ayan. So, kung wala na pong question, dito. Ayan. So, ang peer deck po will give you, sa lahat po ng participants, send ko sa inyo ma'am yung link. And noong una po kasi limited lang yung binibigay niya. So, kanina, 30 days lang po yung premium. Okay? So, minessage ko po sila and then nag-reply po sila that I can give all the participants in this webinar, they can give all a 90-day peer deck premium po. So sa halip na 30 days lang, may link po ang ibibigay. Isasama ko na lang po dun sa ibibigay ko kay Ma'am Roma. You can sign into peer deck. You can add your peer deck and explore yung premium account for 90 days na po siya. And galing po mismo yan sa period.
Wow, ang galing naman. Thank you.
Irarapan sana natin
yan.
kaso noong una mo kasi limited lang siya. Para 3 lang po yung una. And then nag-send po sila ulit ng message that lahat na po nung participant.
Wow, kaya pala sir, sabi mo meron kang ipapa-raffle sa attendance. So yun.
Okay na po, lahat na daw po. Ayan, basta bigyan natin ng link. Pwede po ma-access po nila. Pag nag-sign in sila, 20 days free trial.
Ayun,
So I hope you like this webinar po. And thank you and keep safe and God bless everyone. And so stay connected with Peer Deck po. Here are their links and so if nagustuhan niyo po siya, so you can share yung Peer Deck din po sa iba.
Yun, thank you sir. So yung premium lang naman yun sir, meron bang na yung wala talagang katulad may binasabi kasi dito sa may natin sa chat box na
may bayad din.
Yung Peer Deck is a good. Oo. Yung basic plan sir, libre lang talaga siya. Wala siyang limit, ganun po ba yung basic plan?
Yung time limit po nung free nun, wala po siyang time limit. Yung free. Meron lang features na hindi po natin
yung free basic plan.
Yes po.
So clarify ko lang kay ma'am, ang pangalan Naomi. Yan. So meron po daw tayong walang span yung free basic plan. So ma-access natin siya kaso hindi lang po lahat ay pwedeng yung available sa premium, hindi lahat nandoon sa free basic plan. Yung po yung gusto nating sabihin na Sir Dorel.
Yes ma'am, yung premium po yung may 90 days na limited time po.
Po. Ayan. So dapat 30 days lang yung free na yon at ngayon binigyan pa tayo ng Peer Deck, naging 90 days pa siya. So kahit pa siya limited time, at least naging free lang siya tas extended pa. naging
Yes,
times
ma'am.
3. Diba?
Pwede rin po
So, thank you pa rin.
kung gusto ma'am nila, ang technique kong ibang ginagawa is nag-create ng different account kasi different Google account po. Yan, nagbibigay ng panibagong premium. Yan, yung iba pong kilala kong instructor, so ganun ang ginagawa na they create a different account. For example, sa isang SEM po, di ba, we have, ang tawag dito, 5 months na ano. So kahit dalawang account lang, yun, pwede na po siya magamit sa isang SEM. So, at least na-engage po natin yung estudyante natin. Yun talaga yung goal natin eh. Lalo na ngayon kung pandemic. Thank you po.
Opo, tama. Nga pala, sir, dito sa Zoom natin, we have lahat tayo 47. And then sa YouTube po, 30 plus.
Ayan.
Sa
Maraming
YouTube
salamat
natin.
po sa
And
lahat
then,
ng nasa YouTube.
Then mamaya siguro, meron pa rin hindi makakapanood. Usually ganun naman. After nilang mapanood, tsaka sila magpa-post evaluation kasi hindi naman lahat available sa time natin ngayon. So ayan. So tapos na po tayo sa Q&A. Let's move on po. Next slide po, sir. Thank you. Ayan. So presentation of Certificate of Appreciation to the speakers. Okay? Ayan. So, this certificate of recognition is given to Sir Jarrell B. Mababang Loob in grateful recognition of his invaluable support as resource speaker during the webinar entitled Interactive Slides Engage Your Students and Deliver Powerful Learning Moments of the Tech for Ed program of the Department of Information and Communications Technology Luzon Cluster 2. Given this 9th day of June 2021, signed by Engineer Reynaldo TC, Regional Director of the DICT Luzon Cluster 2. So bigyan po natin ng virtual clap ang ating magaling na resource speaker. Ayan.
Thank you po.
Ayan. Also, we would like to give the Certificate of Appreciation to Aurora State College of Technology in grateful appreciation of their invaluable support and coordination in the webinar entitled Interactive Slides Engage Your Student and Deliver Powerful Learning Moments. Ayan. Signed din po ni Engineer Reynaldo TC, Regional Director ng DICT Luzon Cluster 2. We also have a Certificate of Appreciation given to the ICT Department of ASCOT and to the Aurora ASCOT sa Baler Main Campus Tech for Ed Center. Yan. Pero hindi ko na po dito nilagay sa presentation natin. Send ko na lang, sir, sa email para po ma-print out nyo na lang po later. Yan. Thank you po ulit. Itay ko na rin po ulit yung opportunity para ulit-ulitin po ang pasasalamat namin sa ASCOT, sa College President, kay Dr. 𝗙𝗥𝗘𝗘 sa pagbibigay ng suporta palagi sa mga programs ng DICT, kila Sir Godoy, from ICT Department of ASCOT, kila Sir Marmol, kay Sir Shan, kay Sir Makose, talagang updated na lang po. And kay Sir Amon, soon, si Sir Amon naman po, sa Sir J. Amon naman po ang ating next RP sa susunod na webinar ng DICT. Okay? So, thank you po sa lahat po ng mga nag-participate dito po sa ating pangalawang webinar ngayong ICT Month. Maraming salamat po at sana po ay marami po kayong natutunan at sana po ay patuloy po kayong mag-join sa ating mga webinars pa dito po sa DICT Aurora Luzon Cluster 2. Okay? So, next slide po, sir. Okay, shout out po sa mga taga RSU, sabi ni Sir Don Shan. So, shout out po dyan. Sige po, bago po tayong Ayun. Thank you so much, DICT Luzon Cluster 2, Sir Jorel, and all stakeholders responsible for the webinars from Senior High School Mark Bakunawa, sabi ni Sir. Ayan.
You're welcome, Sir Mark. Thank you po.
Ayan. So, thank you po sa lahat. And to give us the closing remarks po, may we call on Engineer Rabinal De Jesus, ang Provincial Head ng DICT Aurora Luzon Cluster 2. Thank you po. Yan. Sir Rabs.
Okay,
Yan.
again, so a warmest congratulations to our participants for their successful webinar today. And redundant, paulit-ulit pong pasasalamat din sa ASCOT sa kanilang pagbibigay ng kanilang expertise sa pamamagitan ng kanilang mga resource person. Hindi lamang po dito sa webinar na to sila may contribution sa mga event po ng DICT, kung hindi pati na rin po kahit nung wala pa po COVID, sila po ay lubusang sumusuporta sa mga proyekto ng DICT. Ngayon, may nagtanong po kanina, kasi po ang topic po natin ay about doon sa platform. Paano daw yung talagang totally walang access daw po sa infra? Yan. So, I am taking the liberty to answer po yung tanong kanina ng ating participant. Kasi yung platform, as is na yan eh. Pag wala kang access sa internet, hindi mo siya magagamit, di ba? Although yung po ang topic natin. Sa DICT po, pinipilit po namin na makapagbigay ng connectivity po. Marami pa pong mga proyekto ang DICT bukod po sa mga webinar. Na kung iisa-isahin po natin, mauubos po ang ating oras dito sa ating pong webinar na to. Ito po ay closing remarks lang. At asahan po ninyo sa mga susunod pa pong mga proyekto at programa ng DICT, hindi lamang po sa mga webinar, kung hindi pati na rin po sa mga infrastructure projects. Yun po ang amin pong mission and vision na palagi po namin nire-recite tuwing flag ceremony. Ang webinar po ay isa lamang sa aming mga serbisyo at katuwang po namin si ASCOT, pati na rin po ang mga guro, mga piling guro sa DepEd. Marami na rin po kami mga resource person na mga mahuhusay na mga guro at ang ilan po doon ay amin ding mga RIS scholar or Digital Jobs Training Scholar. Mga outstanding scholar po sila. They are the cream of the crop na rest assured makakapag-deliver po ng quality service sa ating pong mga participants. Panghuli po, bago pa man po mag-COVID, may ginagawa na pong aksyon ng ating government. Sa mga nagtuturo po dito sa DepEd, familiar naman kayo do sa DCP na tinatawag, yung DepEd Computerization Program. Although hindi po lahat ng mga bata ay nabigyan o na-issuean ng computer unit sapagkat ang computer units na yon ay para lamang po sa school. Dahil po halos lahat tayo nabigla sa COVID, pinag-aaralan po ng ating pamahalaan ni DepEd, ni DICT at ang mga concerned na agency, papaano po ang gagawin nating shifting sa new normal na tinatawag. Ito po, kayo po na mga participants ang magiging instrumento upang makatuwang ng ating pamahalaan upang matugunan ang hamon ng new normal na tinatawag. Mapaguro kayo sa private, sa public o mga magulang na kaya po kayo nag-aaral ng webinar na ito upang matulungan ang inyong mga anak sa pagsagot ng module o mga mag-aaral din na gustong matuto, magkaroon ng professional development na tinatawag. Rest assured na makatulong po sa inyo ang aming pong mga webinar to. Maraming salamat po, congratulations.
Yan, thank you po Sir Rob sa inyo pong mensahe. Ngayon naman po, Sir Jorel, next slide po, thank you. Yan po, para po sa ating post-evaluation link, pakipicture na po, lalo na po sa mga nasa YouTube po, para po makapag-sagot na po kayo. Again po, remind ko po ulit kayo na pakicheck pong mabuti ang inyo pong email address para po tama po yung mailagay natin. So ayan, send ko na po dito sa may chat box. Ayan. Nilagay ko na para di kayo mahirapan. Kaya lang po, wag po natin yung pina-forward na. Doon po sa may YouTube po, na lang kasi hindi ko po mai-send. Yan. So again po, until tomorrow, bukas po yan hanggang 4 p.m. para po sa mga magpo-post evaluation. Again and again, pakicheck po ang inyong email address kasi baka hindi po kayo makareceive po ng certificate. And syempre, pinakamahalaga din po ang inyong buong pangalan. At ayan. tama po dapat ang ating ilagay. Ulitin ko po na sana po ano na lang, pangalan, middle, initial, at saka po apelyido. Huwag na po nating buuin yung middle name natin kasi lalo kung mahaba na yung pangalan, mahaba pa yung middle name, mahaba pa yung apelyido, liliit na po yung pangalan nyo sa certificate. Yun. So, thank you po ulit at magkita-kita po muli tayo sa susunod po na webinar. Yung PowerPoint presentation po ulit ni Sir Jorel ay isa-send po kasama po ng certificate nyo. Maghintay po tayo mga 2 weeks po ang after the webinar po. Hanggang 2 weeks po natin hihintayin yung mga certificate bago nyo po ma-receive. Yung mga naghihintay nga po pala ng certificate para sa last webinar po na ginanap po natin. Sending po ako. Kanina nag-send po ako and pagpapatuloy ko po ulit ngayon yung iba para sa mga nag-aalala kung bakit hindi pa po sila nakaka-receive. Maraming salamat po.
Let's take an opportunity po para mag-picture.
Yes, tama, sir. Hindi ko na
Open po
malimutan.
ng camera. Yan. For documentation din po namin. Yan. Salamat po. Yan. Hello everyone. Yan. Thank you po sa pag-attend. Okay, so in 1, 2, 3, post your biggest smile. 1, 2, 3. Next slide po tayo. And okay, for sure. 1, 2, 3. And maraming salamat po. And have a happy lunch po sa inyong lahat. And happy ICT month po ulit.
Yes, happy ICT month po sa lahat. Thank you din po, Ma'am Rina. Ayan. So, thank you po kay Sir Brian from Laguna. May nagpapahabol. Shout out natin from Isabela, si Sir MJ Baniked. So, pwede na po kayong mag-leave po sa ating webinar. Huwag niyo pong kalimutang mag-post evaluation. Maraming salamat po. Keep safe po. Happy lunch. Thank you ulit po, Sir Jorel.
You're welcome po.
And Ascot family, maraming salamat po.
Ilipat ko na po kay Sir Rob yung
Thank you po sa mga nanonood sa YouTube Live, sa mga participants natin dyan. Yan, salamat po. Pwede na natin, sir, i-end.
Na kay Sir Rob na po yan.
Thank you po, Sir Jared.
Thank you, Sir Rob. Yan.
Sige.
Sir Rob na po yung naka-host.
Okay po. Keep safe, everyone. Okay, this is Sir. Si Ma'am Christine. Hi, Ma'am Christine. Nandito ka pala, Ma'am Christine. Thank you. Si Sir Sean, napaka-supportive. Si Sir, si Sir Von. Nandyan pa rin sila. Ayan. Add nyo kami sa FB, mga friends. Hahaha. Okay, add nyo daw sa FB. Sabi ni Sir, ni Sir
Sige ma'am, leave na po ako. Thank you po. Thank you for this opportunity.